Yes, good morning and good afternoon and good evening, my wonderful people of Biafra. Those who know what it means to be free. Today is a Sunday, the day of our Lord Chukwu Okike Eluigwe na Ụwa. Today is 13th of June 2021. Like I said in my last broadcast that I did 2 days ago, a day ago rather, I think yes, 2 days ago, I made mention of the restriction upon which these people that don't want us to know what is going on, they try to shut many people up. But it doesn't matter. No matter how it is, we must continue disseminating the information. I just want us to look into so many issues that is bothering us, because it's very, very important for us to know the problem that we're encountering. I know it's unlike another day. I know many people may not know that I'm online because I am restricted in using my main account. But no matter how it is, I have to continue. We are not preaching this in order to gain popularity. In order for you to know what is going on is the reason why many of us speak. And depending on when you get the message, that is what matters. We don't need to waste much time. Today is going to be a little bit brief. But those that have been following me should know the methodology upon which I operate. And I'm gonna start today's broadcast by listening to some of the voices of our leader, the man that made it possible for many people to be speaking, the man that made it possible for many of us to be vigilant, the man that made it possible for us to be awake of what is going on around us, the man that made most people that not even Biafrans to start questioning for their own freedom, the man that made people to become broadcasters. Many of us don't even know how to make a presentation in public, but because of this man, it gave them the courage to conquer that fear, provided they are speaking the truth, provided they are saying things that matters, because injustice to one is injustice to all. They said the evil triumph in the absence of the good man, evil triumph in the absence of the righteous. And that is why we must learn how to say it the way it is, no matter whose us is God. Today, like I said, let us just pay attention to the voice of our leader. But before that, there are so many voices I'm going to play. But basically today is just to prove to you that the Nigerian citizens are the major problem why they are in captivity. The Buhari speech on 12th of June, and the reaction of the youth and the treatment of those that came out to protest in the zoo about the June 12th, what they met on the street, and their behavior towards it is a very clear indication that nobody is holding Nigeria from being free. Nigerian youth are in general, they are the one that is holding us down because they keep mute while they are being subjugated. They have instilled fear in them that don't allow them to speak. And that is why they see those that are speaking as troublemakers. Ile Ibinu are all set of part of species we have in that enclave. They are the set of people that also see those that are speaking for their right. Those that are speaking out, they see them as a troublemaker. And it's not good to be in that way. We must say the truth. We must speak out when the evil is going on. Let's just pay attention to this broadcast. This is the broadcast of 6th of August 2015. There's another voices I'm going to relay later, but let's just pay attention to this to see whether we can make sense out of it. Let's just go. Let's go.
Turn of my village to go and brew. There are some things you do not know, and allow me to please tell you what these things are. The National Bureau of Statistics has revealed that the nation's unemployment rate, that is the zoo, this is not a nation, it's a zoological republic, in the second quarter of 2015 rose by 8.2% from 7.5% rate, which was recorded in the preceding quarter. Let me tell you what it means. It means that before the beginning of this year, you know, these things are in English, you don't understand. Some of you don't, I'm very sorry to say, but it's the truth. By the beginning of this year, since January 2015 to today's date, which I presume is the 6th of August 2015, nearly, listen carefully, nearly 15% of those in the workforce have been laid to waste, made redundant. If there were 2 million people working before, right now, almost 300,000 of them are unemployed. And why are they unemployed, you ask? It is because of the politicians you have. Because in other parts of the world where people are civilized, their politicians go and take money, be it allocation, be it grant, be it loan, anything. They invest it in infrastructure to provide what is called an enabling environment for businesses to thrive. Because if you now build a small factory employing 5 people, that means there are 5 families now you can feed. And there is somebody else somewhere opening up a small business employing 2 or 3 or 4 people. By the time you know it, the economy is growing, is booming. Now, after a while, they begin to take each other over. They turn into corporations, turning over huge amount of money, investing in research and development. But in Africa, it's not like that because, of course, they are black. They are from Africa. What do you expect? Baboons and monkeys. They eat their own money. They use the money like Oshomole to go and bring in girls from South Africa and all over East Africa to come and do beauty pageant. They sponsor Big Brother. You look at it with NEPA will take light to go and buy, bring out the generator, go and buy diesel and pour inside it, and you're watching rubbish. Some of them take the money abroad. Like Buhari. Do you know Buhari has a house in London? How do you think he made the money to go and buy a house in London? Imagine if that money that they gave to Buhari, or he stole to go and buy a house in London, that they gave it to rice farmers in Abakaliki, what would happen today? You would have saved all that billions of dollars you're spending importing rice every blessed day. Abakaliki would have provided first-class processing mills for rice. That would have employed people. Researchers would have been there looking for ways to even increase the yield. It is called common sense, brain, or but they can never do that, can they? Because they are baboons and they are monkeys. They don't reason in any way, shape, or form. Unemployment is up. It is completely up. People, my goodness me. People are just unemployed. 102 million people unemployed. 102 million. No wonder you have if you come to the village that is trouble for land. Everybody is grabbing for land. As I said to you before, they want to test my theory. Go and get a tipper of go and buy a tipper sand. 1 trip of sand. Go and pay. Give them maybe 13 or 14,000 naira to bring you 1 trip of sand. As soon as you get that trip of sand, spread the rumor around your village that you're going to start developing this land. Believe you me, before 12 o'clock, if you made the announcement by 7, before 12, you see people will come out and say they have interest in that land. It also belongs to them. They want to be settled. That's what is happening now. Everybody is desperate because of high unemployment. Who caused the unemployment? Unemployment, you cannot go to work. Unemployment is also those of you who are in work. When you go to work, they give you a letter saying your job does not exist anymore because nobody is buying the product of the company. That is the meaning of unemployment. Do you understand it now? People have been laid off their work. There are many families starving, 102 million according to them, who are on starvation because there is no job. On starvation, no job. That tells you all you need to know about the Zoological Republic. It is my nation, is my country, and I look at the fools and I laugh at them because you are foolish. You cannot be able to reason. That is why you look at the damn nation called the zoo and you call it your country. Very sad indeed. We continue. The people who are doing the killing, they are receiving all the money. Those of them saying they are obedient. I won't watch Jesus. It's rubbish. Nobody remembers who you are. After all, Germany is now investing in Boko Haram big time in helping them rebuild their areas. Who destroyed it? It was the same people. Now Germany is pumping in money. The German government on Wednesday, of course, at the behest of the British, pledged to assist the federal government of the Zoological Republic in rebuilding the insurgency-ravaged Northeast. Mr. Burkhard Brinksmeyer of the Political Affairs and Human Rights Unit of the German Embassy disclosed this when he visited a camp for the internally displaced persons, that is refugees, at St. Teresa's Catholic Church establishment in Yola. He said the gesture was to reduce the financial burden of the Buhari administration in rebuilding the Northeast region destroyed by the insurgents. I don't know how many German ambassadors came to Biafra land. After all, they claim they are Christians in Germany. We are also, I mean, some of you are Christians or predominantly so in Biafra land. How come none of them came to Biafra to come and give us help after the war? Nobody came. They want you to die because you're foolish. You are following their religion. They said, why don't you then do it on your own? Die off. They are praying for you to die off because of your ignorance and your stupidity. But we are here to correct all of that. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and direct and presenting our news this very evening. It is my interest and my wish, of course, to make sure that we open up our lines as quickly as possible to take as much of your calls as possible. We also reported as part of our headline, which we must now present as news summary, the fact that they said they call them Niger Delta militants, whatever rubbish name that is, that they are vowing to fight for their rights. What is your right? You want money? Go and take money from an Hausa man. They sell oil from your father's compound. You're begging for your right. You're a fool. You fight for your right. You don't beg for it. And you don't fight for resource control, fight for your freedom if you have any common sense inside you. Former Niger Delta militants in the oil producing areas of Ohaje, Bema, and Dokuta council areas of Imo State have vowed to resist any attempt to stop them from getting their right from all federal and state establishments, even if it means shedding their blood to realize it. Arising from a meeting of stakeholders yesterday in Owerri, which was attended by over 200 youth leaders across the oil producing areas, the convener and national leader of Rashi camp of ex-agitators, Prince Emekingbe, disclosed that all youth leaders have agreed that henceforth they will form a common front in demanding their right. We have resolved to work together to get all our rights from every federal and state government agencies like NDDC, ISOPADEC, etc. They said, adding that before now they had agitated for these rights in this united form. So you're telling me that Hajero Moguta in Imo State is Niger Delta. So what is this nonsense then about Niger Delta and the Igbo nation coming together? Do you see the foolishness in that name? Do you see the hopelessness and do you see the absence of reason in that very name, Niger Delta? Somebody is agitating from Hajero Moguta Imo State to become. All of a sudden, the headline says former Niger Delta militants. Everybody's going mad, isn't it? Including the journalists writing for the Sun newspaper. Everybody is going insane. People can no longer reason. They're no longer Igbo. They're now Niger Delta. Who knows what may happen tomorrow? Maybe Aguleri as well will be part of Niger Delta because there's oil in it. Because anywhere there's oil and gas, if you agitate, you are Niger Delta. Do you see how foolish people are? Do you see how daft black people can be, especially the journalists as well? Very sad indeed that we are continuing. We are continuing to broadcast this very evening. This is Radio Biafra. They are detaining people without trial. Welcome to the reign of terror of the terrorist, the sole administrator, the pedophile, and of course the dictator himself, who is Buhari. Women protest continued detention of Rivers REC in Bayelsa, the resident electoral commissioner. Every Hausa woman, Jiga or whatever his name is, the INEC chairman, rigged the election to put Buhari in power. Today, Jiga is traveling to America to recuperate. From there, he will fly to London. From London, he will go to Moscow, Russia. From there, he will travel to Singapore. From Singapore to Dubai, where he will possibly buy one big hotel or the other, and then return home to Hausa land. But this very woman is not an Hausa woman. That is why she's in detention. And the people are not saying anything. That is what I find. Do you see how impotent Biafra will say Niger Delta men and also Igbo nation people are? This woman is being detained. You are not saying anything, are you? You are afraid of Buhari because you're a fool. Scores of women from states in the Niger Delta on Thursday, the same useless Niger Delta. My goodness me. Scores of women from states in Biafra land on Thursday protested the continued detention and harassment of the Rivers State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Mrs. Gezila Khan. Buhari is putting her in detention so she can come out and testify and say that we did not win. Do you see what our Western people are doing to you? Do you see how that they have no regard for you? I hope you understand it.
This is our leader. Our leader is preaching the gospel. This is, like I said, this is the gospel of 6th of August, 2015. This is when this gospel was preached. And we are coming back to it. But we are going straight to the broadcast of the impostor, I will call him. Because for me, it is a clear evidence that shows that this man is no more. I have to try to be a little bit calm today so that I can be able to get all I have in stock for us. Let us go straight to that particular broadcast of June 12th, being yesterday. And we have to see what happened. In fact, let's just see what happened. Those that are, going out on the street of Nigeria to protest. Though the daft people, they don't want to listen. Our people are not really paying attention. When I mean our people, I'm talking about African in general. They don't understand the message that African society, African leaders, they don't appreciate when someone is agitating peacefully to ask for what is his right. They don't appreciate it. They see it as a sign of coward. That is something that marvels me over the African leaders. That freedom of speech is in their constitution. Every constitution of African countries, go and look for it there. You will see freedom of expression, freedom of gathering, freedom of speech. But behold, the things that are written on inside their constitution is not being practicalized. And that is why we are backwards intellectually. And that is why the world, especially the international communities, Westerners, they refer to us as third world country. And we don't know what that means. Somebody is questioning for what is, basically his right. The person is not violating any rule. The person is not going violently about what he's asking for. I watched the June 12th protest, in as much as I don't support it in Nigerian soil, because NSAS protest is a very big example to show people that protest doesn't work in Nigeria. Protest whatsoever that is has to question government on his progress, that have to question government on his accountability, that have to ask government questions, they refer to it as anti-government protest, and they don't buy to it. They will declare every asset they have in order to put a stop to it. I don't know what is their fear. I don't know whether they are allergic to protest. I don't understand. But we don't participate in such, because IPOB have shown a very big example. Like I do repeat, IPOB is like the Jesus Christ of Nigeria, because they came and they died for many of you. They died on the process of protesting. They died on the process of doing a peaceful demonstration. They were massacred. They were slaughtered. What you are seeing at my bike here hanging, they are the people that are doing protest. You will see, so you will see what you are seeing above here. You will see a small intestine being pushed out. It is a sign that protest doesn't work in Nigeria. I don't know why people don't want to listen, especially the young man you call Showore. I don't know what he's going to achieve by not following what his kinsmen are doing. How I wish you can be able to revisit the revolution that happened in North Africa, Algeria, precisely. You will see how they came out in mass. When you see the kind of crowd, nobody will tell you to go to hell with that your AK-47. You will ask yourself, how many bullets do I have that can be able to convince to shut these people up? But behold, many people were indoors. Do you know what they did? As usual, they roll out their morons. And that is why they are subjugating many of us. That is why they are keeping us in poverty. That is why they are making sure that our educational system is something to not to write home about. That is why they are stampeding the educational system in Nigeria, so that people cannot, be able to, study, to know that they can be able to fight for what belongs to us, no matter how it is, no matter what is involved. They use fear and intimidation to pin everybody down. And look at what they did. Let's go. Look at what they did on yesterday. On yesterday, I don't know. People should wake up, please. People should wake up. Demonstration doesn't work in Nigeria. I don't know why many of you don't want to understand. Let me see if it's what I have here. I think I was having it here before. Let me see if it's what I have here. Yes, that is it. Let us see. Let's see what I'm showing you is not a propaganda. This is their media. I know why I go with their own media. Nigerian government have their own media platform. It is called Channel Television. And that is why I said Buhari's speech yesterday. We are going to look into it. But let's pay attention to their own media and to see what they have for us. What you are seeing here now is their media. It is not concocted from anywhere. Let's see what they have for us. Let's see what they have.
Shobowale, here's your Channels TV Evening News recap for June the 12th, 2021. As Nigeria marks Democracy Day on June 12, the police on Saturday shot tear gas to disperse protesters in the Gulu area of Abuja and Ojota area of Lagos. Some were also...
Can you see what the police are doing? The police are chasing those that are protesting. Then I will gonna tell you what police did because of what the government have already arranged. See how they are shooting. I see people. What I see here is banner. I'm not seeing anything that show that the youth are coming out for violence. But I don't blame the government. I blame the so-called daft youth that result in carrying banner here and there. They don't want to learn. Let me allow it to roll. That's their job. You see how they are pursuing innocent souls without any arms. Nigerian youth, people don't want to wake up. I don't know.
Arrested by the police. Similar protests were held across the country and different parts of the world on Saturday, calling for an end to insecurity, among other demands. Meanwhile,
they are calling to, to put an end to insecurity, which is what is going on. Can't we see that the land is not secure? This is the only thing they have done that is wrong. To ask government, please put an end to this insecurity. We, the citizens, have been affected. But I love what is going on. If I tell you that I don't like it, then you know that I'm a liar. I don't have to come here to pretend. I love what is going on. It is continually showing the daft citizen that Nigerian is not for you. Nigeria was designed for you to be crying and dying at your own problem. Even though you are being subjugated, that you need to keep your mouth shut and die in silence. That is how it was designed. And I love what is going on. Look at what we see them they do. Let's
police officials sealed off the Unity Fountain where protesters embarked to mark this year's Democracy Day in Abuja, notwithstanding a pro-Buhari group gathered at...
Now, look at it. Look at what they did. Look at what they did. Oh, Africa can never be free. Those that are expecting Africa to embark on revolution or Nigeria, you are wasting your time. Nigeria is like Ile Ibino mixed blood in general. They will never fight for anything that has to do with freedom. The only people that can bring what is substantial, what is meaningful, what is sensible in the minds of the righteous, they are called the Oduduwa agitators and the Biafran agitators. That's the two people you have to pay attention to. Other ones are on their own. They have no direction. I repeat, those you can be able to pay attention if you believe that prayer works. For me, it doesn't work. If you pray, if you believe that it works, these are the people you'll be praying for. Biafran agitators and the Oduduwa agitators. Then the supporters, because there are people that are not agitated, but at least they are supporting because of what? The injustice. But other people that you see online, you see on ground, carrying placards, like doing something that you see now that say Buhari must go. They are a bunch of fools. How I wish they shoot all of them yesterday. If you want to do protest, you come out in Western world. That's where protests have meaning. That is why where government look into what is called peaceful protest. In Nigeria, you are doing protest on the ground is like committing suicide. Now look at what they did. They roll out their own protesters. So uniform. This uniform wasn't made overnight. They have prepared this already to push them out. Just like they did with on NSAS protest, to roll the people out and tell them, go there and slaughter them. We will cover you up. They did the same thing again. How many NSAS protests? Is it up to 1 year? I just want to talk. Is it up to 1 year? What they still did. This is why the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, if you see the voice, is so harsh. If you don't know where it's coming from, you will say that this man is violent. No, because they have already subjugated people that people cannot speak with clear voice. I am trying to calm myself down as I'm talking to you, because the more I remember what is happening there, the more it pushed me out to blown up. The same thing they did on NSAS protest is what they did again on June 12th. They roll in their own people and now cover them up with their camera to show the world that no, a lot of people are supporting this struggle. And do you know why it is like this? I will tell you. It is called poverty, and I'm going to go to it in a minute. Let us just give them chance. Look at how they printed uniform. They are more coordinated. They have already designed their uniform, designed banner, designed placards in order to counter the June 12th peaceful, I call it peaceful protest. I love what is going on. For those that have been causing the Oduduwa agitators and the Biafrans, I love what is going on. Let me allow it to continue.
Outside the Unity Fountain to mark the day with a solidarity march, insisting that the federal government is doing its best to protect the country.
Thank you, Buhari, as you continue to connect Nigerians through the installation of what? Of what? No, whatever.
Same
whatever.
with events on Democracy Day, President Muhammadu
Buhari. I hope these people. Do you know what this thing is called? This is called the more you see, less you understand. I know the formula they used to hold you people. I know the formula. That's the way I know the formula, and the thing affects brain. The thing makes you to be mute. What they're doing, they want to force lies out in the open. That to the extent that will be continual, you want to talk on it. The thing will overwhelm you because you are shocked about how they are promoting lies. It is said here. He said here that we have lifted 10.5 million people out of poverty. And I ask you that is watching me, you cannot, that's the way you see this like this. You'll be shocked, and your mouth will be psychologically it affects brain. This thing you are seeing here, they affect brain because you are living there, and you're not seeing any sign. Not that okay, your neighbor they are doing well. No, everybody is down, but they are still telling you that they lifted 10.7 million out of poverty. The price of goods are rising in the market. Let us not talk about people that have helped. They have helped. Let us talk about the economy. How is the economy? How is the bag of cement? How is the bag of rice? Is it affordable? When you see the price of commodities in the market, that is the simplest way to teach an uneducated person how the system functions. This is how to tell people that are not aware of the environment what is going on. This is a very simpler way. Go and ask our old women in our rural areas. It's the price of commodities in the market will tell them how the economy is functioning. They don't care about all those GDP, what you are reading in the Senate House. They don't know about all those things. They are interested to know the price of commodities in the market. But they're telling you here they have elevated 10.7 or 10.5 million out of poverty since they started. It is called pure lies. But what will you do? Is to wail and cry and die in your poverty. And now, this year, anger, you will now lay it on your fellow innocent, frustrated citizens to go and kidnap the parents and ask for recharge card money. Maybe say 50,000 naira for you to eat. That is the stupidity of the black race. The government is impoverishing everybody. You see somebody out of hunger to go to the market square to steal a bag of rice. You burn the person alive with tire. You set the person ablaze because you saw him, stealing a bag of rice in the market square. It never occurred to you, why is this man stealing rice? In other words, he's hungry. He doesn't have a gun. Even if you have a gun, check very well. Something might force somebody to go into that. I know you'll be asking me, is it only him that is frustrated? Hunger knows no boundary. I tell you, if I'm at home, I have to tell you, I don't know how for you. If I'm at home, I graduated and no job, I have resort to crime. I have no choice. I must eat. This is stomach. Unless maybe I have no stomach. I'm hungry. So how do I survive? I must engage in one crime or the other. But this is what the government don't realize. They push out protesters on the streets to say Buhari is doing well with so uniform. Let me tell you what one of the protesters you saw now said about how they organize them. This is the pure mentality, the mindset of the black race. That is why you see the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, every time you say black people, the way we reason. Can't you go and check all his broadcasts? He must mention the way we reason. These people that you are seeing here now, are they not our own fellow citizens? Did they fall from the sky? These people you see demonstrating and saying, Buhari, this government is doing well. They are being paid. Yes, I agree. Are they not human beings? Are they not our brethren? Many of us. Are they not? Let us hear from them. These people, let me repeat it a little bit, and so that you can be able to get. These people now, you are seeing here now, they are called Pro-Buhari Group March in Abuja.
System that the federal government.
Look at them. Look at them. Are they not human beings? Do they fall from sky? I am Nigeria. I am resident. I will win. Nigeria democracy, the rule of majority. Accountability at all levels is the key democracy. Start from your locality. Democracy is the way of the civilized. That's who we are. This is what they have done to us. Okay, you are not seeing it. You are not seeing it, what I'm reading. This is it here. What I've just read. Look at it here. Now, let me now show you how these people partake in doing that. Let me bring how they were being paid to do that. They are our brethren. You don't deny them. Let's see them. Let's see them. Let me see whether I can get one of them, how they were recruited and how much they were paid. Let me see if I can be able to zoom it. This is the brand we have that poverty. Poverty is a disease. It's a disease, I tell you. This is it here. This is it. Let us hear from him. Let's hear from him.
Huh?
The person you are seeing here is one of those people with placards that said Buhari is doing good. Let us hear from him.
No, for where now? You went to somewhere now. So where are you coming from? How you go forget his name? Eagle Square. Eagle Square, what do I go to?
See, they give them this uniform and cap. How about you? I stand with Buhari. How about you? He just passed on the street. They call him and give him t-shirt and give. Let us hear how much they give him. Let us hear how much.
So understand with Buhari. Who understand it? Eh? You stand with Buhari?
No, I don't stand with Buhari. No money.
How much they give you? 2,000.
They gave them 2,000 naira each. They gave them 2,000 naira each to impoverish the entire nation. As stupid as he is, you don't blame him. It's poverty and wickedness that is in our blood. He said he was passing, and they're asking him, "Do you know who you are?" So he said he don't know that they are passing, of which you know, but it is hunger that is speaking. They call him, give him a t-shirt, give him cap, and give him 2,000 naira, so that they will be videoed. They will video them. Channel television will cover them very well and show to the world that there's people that are standing with Buhari. The youth are standing with Buhari.
Huh? No, for where now? You went to somewhere now. So where are you coming from? How you go forget his name? Eagle Square. Eagle Square, what do I go to? So understand with Buhari. Who understand it? Eh? You stand with Buhari?
No, I don't stand with Buhari. No money.
How much they give you? 2,000.
Let us leave it here. They called him and gave him 2,000 naira, and he said he's standing with Buhari. And they asked him, do you know who you are? Are you standing with Buhari? He said, no, I'm not standing with Buhari. It's because of 2,000 naira. You see how people, just destroy others because of poverty. How much is 2,000 naira, those that are living in America and Europe? 2,000 naira. Here is roughly 3 euro something cent. You sell your future. The guy that you are seeing here now, maybe still out of school because of inability to pay the school fees. But look at him, collected 2,000 naira to carry placards. Not only carrying placards, I saw them beating a guy that is agitating and saying that Buhari must go. They beat the hell out of the guy. These people that are wearing this green and cap, they were beating a guy that's saying Buhari must go, that he's doing nothing. Do you see the mentality of black race? Do you see why we hammer and they keep on blocking us? That is a hate speech. That is the result of poverty and frustration. You can only see it in Africa. And the natural wickedness in us. White people, at least, they have conscience. I'm not saying that they are not white people that are like this. There are few of them, just few, and they cannot go too low. If they are collecting money, they may know the amount of money they are collecting. You cannot come here now and give somebody 3 euro or 4 euro or even 10 euro to go and protest what is against his own will. Never, never. I've never seen it here. Never. What is it now? Because there's people that are making that law. They are in parliament. They are the one that they have conscience. The citizen eyes and on their eyes are on the constitution they are making. They are they are carrying them along. That is the situation we find ourselves. It's very terrible. Let us now go straight to the main issue of the day. Let us listen to your president. Let us analyze it step by step. In first question, whether this is Buhari, and I don't want us to debate in that, but let us see what he has done to the people of the zoo. Let us see what the baboon have done. This is his speech. No. The more you see, the more you watch, the less you understand. They are working on your psychology. They push on lies, and boldly they push it on, just like you that is watching me now. And I'm telling you that what I'm wearing here, this cap now, I tell you that is black. With alacrity. I tell you, I will shouting with boldness and courage. That will be a point you'll be wondering, and you'll be looking at this. Maybe he's correct too. Doesn't mean that I'm not seeing clearly. You push lies, you make it, you push it. Before you know it, you that are observing will be confused. Many people will be thinking that maybe this man is working, but maybe media don't want to show that he's working, because he's saying it openly. He's not hiding. I paid money to citizens. I have alleviated 10.7 million people out of poverty. Open. It's not that there's somebody say, then you that is observing, maybe you are not on ground. Maybe this man is working. Maybe because of they hate him, they don't want to say the truth. That is what they are doing, and that is the thing is working to so many of you. Let's pay attention to the guy. Let's see what he said about Nigerian youth. I think I need to be seeing him so that we'll be interpreting it one after the other. I think like this is better, so that many of you can be able to see him very well. Yes, I agree to all of you. I know today is a very different day. I decided to come in this form. Like I said, I have been blocked from going direct to Facebook, so I prefer in this way. At least it allowed me to air my view until the next 28 days now. So now let's go to see what the Dulad said, the Dulad of Daura. Let us see what he said.
Primarily focused on the non-oil sector, which is...
No, wait. I have to... Let me bring it to the normal Geschwindigkeit.
Recorded phenomenal growth, contributing over 90% to the GDP growth in the first quarter of 2021.
You are trying.
Though marginal, we have recorded GDP growth over 2 quarters, second quarter of 2020 and first quarter of 2021. This is evidence of a successful execution of the economic sustainability plan by the federal government. My vision of putting... If you are very clever, you will see how the video is, after all the thing will quit and come back again. They are trying to merge it so that the thing will fit in to the sound of his mouth. They have tried this thousands of times before they begin to bring this thing out. They are holding Nigerian citizens at ransom, and they couple with their stupidity and daftness. They live on with it. They are interested in making jokes. You'll be watching, if you watch it yesterday when it was live, it's the same. Before you say, now maybe somebody have worked on this, the thing will be going and be shifting. The thing will just, as if it's disappearing and coming in very fast. You cannot dictate it unless you observe it. That is number one. Let us continue listening to what the Dulad is saying. 100 million poor Nigerians out of poverty in 10 years has been put into action and can be seen in the national...
Please, what did you say? Wait. I didn't hear you.
Of pulling 100 million poor Nigerians out of poverty.
100 million poor Nigerians out of poverty. So many of you that are at home, Make I know they ask money for those abroad. Though. The man said he had pulled over 100 millions of people out of poverty. And nothing, nobody is speaking, nothing. Everybody is afraid. When Nnamdi Kanu speak, Ile Ibini say he's causing problem. He's causing violence in the country. This is what this man, the difference between Nnamdi Kanu and many of you is that he speak out. But I know many of you inside your bedroom, you are murmuring. You are not happy with what is going on. But because you are afraid to speak, when you see someone speaking, envy and jealous, he will not allow you to rest. He will tell him the man, oh, he's insulted, he insult people anyhow. You just ignore the message he's passing. Then I'm antagonizing the messenger. The man said he have lifted many of you out of poverty. So I hope many of you will not be, clamoring to come overseas. Make I remain there. He's trying, like what he's saying, and nobody cares. The one they call AY, that guy is a very shameful idiot to the society. If I tell you what this guy is doing online, he will shed tears. Very daft people. He's posting nonsense. The one you call AY, very useless set of people. If not because of this hard period, we wouldn't have known that these men that you call their celebrities, they are daft in nature. I said all of them. You can just get few. They are not up to 0.1% among these celebrities that are speaking up. The one that have dominated the mainstream media, they are not speaking. Rather, they are even making jokes of what is going on. Go and just check his post. You call AY. Very useless set of species I've never seen in my life before. They joke with everything. No.
Successful execution of the economic sustainability plan by the federal government. My vision of pulling
it's cut and join.
100 million poor Nigerians out of poverty in 10 years has been put into action.
Wow.
And can be seen in the National Social Investment Program.
Okay.
A first in Africa and one of the largest in the world, where over 32.6 million beneficiaries are taking part.
Correct.
We now have a national social register of poor and vulnerable households.
Correct.
Identified across 708 local government areas.
Those that are watching me, I hope they take the data of their family, because they say 774 local government. In other words, it's the whole federation. They have taken the numbers of the names and data of those that are in poverty. I hope they came to your community and collected the names of those our mothers that are suffering, those our fathers that cannot even receive their pension, that are dying of hunger. He said in the open that he came and they have collected the data that are used to disburse the fund. Many of you are in darkness. Many of you cannot speak up. It's very shameful. Very shameful. And we that are talking, they will be telling you that we are the one causing the problem because we are speaking from abroad. That we should come home and speak so that they will kill us. To show you people that what we are talking is nonsense. That we should come back home. Now they can go back home if you know you're a strong man. That's what Ile Ibini Mixed Blood always tell him. Very useless set of people that Oba is holding all their brains together. Look at what this man is telling you. I hope he also went to Ile Ibini Kingdom to go and take the names of those that are suffering there.
Yes. 8,723 wards and 86,610 communities in the 36 states and the FCT. Our conditional cash transfer program has benefited over 1.6 million poor and vulnerable households.
Correct.
Comprising more than 8 million individuals. This provides a monthly stipend of 10,000 naira per household.
Wow.
I have also
wait. So many of you get 10,000 naira per household. Nobody speak out. The man is trying for you people. If you can come out and say it, and everybody keep quiet. He said he gave each household 10,000 naira. I don't know what 10,000 naira can. Let us even assume that he gave that to many of you. What can you use 10,000 naira to buy in a household? Is it up to a bag of rice? In fact, let us not talk about it. Is it up to half bag of rice? So if you buy rice, then you can now eat it without buying other things. He gave you people 10,000 each household. 10,000 naira each household of the whole 36 federation. So you that are watching me, that are watching from the zoo, or you're watching from Biafra land, I hope I can hear it from you that yes, you really benefited from this fund that he shared each household.
The National Poverty Reduction,
yes,
with growth strategy plan that augments existing plans to further reduce poverty in Nigeria.
Correct, man.
As at the end of 2020,
yes,
the Development Bank of Nigeria had disbursed 324 billion naira in loans to more than 136,000 micro, small, and medium-scale enterprises through 40 participating financial institutions.
Those that are watching me, I hope you are hearing what he's saying. Things is good now. Can you people agree that things is working now in Nigeria? The man is telling in the open. He's not hiding. All these pre-recorded video made by Femi Adesina and Gaba Shehu and others and Lai Mohammed, they made this thing and push out in the open. They didn't hide when they are doing this thing. You said it's written. Open. Many of you are benefiting. You see, Abakaliki rice is 22,000. Abakaliki rice, 22,000 naira a bag. And he gave 10,000. I said it is not even up to half bag. Assume you know that every family, every household get 10,000 naira each. I don't know many of you that are watching me that are living in Nigeria. Whether all your family, the whole community you are living there, each household get this money. All this money they are talking, it's not that they are not giving it out. They gave it out, but they share it among themselves. And now it has been recorded that so amount has been pulled out from the treasury and shared to the citizen. And everybody will keep their mouth shut. Then you blame one man. Nnamdi Kanu is the cause of the problem. You see how Nnamdi Kanu is causing poverty everywhere in the land, killing our people. Let him come back here now. He's speaking. Before it was bring the parents. And now no more parents. It's now him. Let him come back. As if he's never come back before in life. How is that man have never been to prison? I wouldn't know. Maybe many of you will not even have valued him. I think many that value him today is because you have tested that prison and came out. And he didn't shut his mouth short. He continued speaking. Let us hear him. There's a place I'm waiting for him. There's a place I'm waiting for him. So that I don't want to listen. This is not something, it doesn't worth listening. But it's good to pay attention to it.
I am to note that 57% of these beneficiaries are women. Correct. While 27% are the youth.
Youth. Okay. You are working. Okay. Because the silence from their citizens show that what you said is true. You know, you are really trying. Continue doing your good work. Continue elevating them in poverty. It's good. We understand what you mean.
Our overall economic target of lifting 100 million Nigerians out of poverty in 10 years is our goal. Correct. Notwithstanding COVID-19. In the last 2 years, we lifted 10.5 million people out of poverty.
Wow, 10.5 million. 10.5 million out of poverty. A country that is approximately, to tell you that these people are not even ashamed of themselves. The more you see, the less you understand. The more you see, the mad you become. The more you watch, the brainless you are, the whole environment will look like. The more you watch like this, the confused you become in all the rest of your life. That's what they are doing, you people. They are playing on your mentality. Something that is not imaginable. You can't even imagine in Nigeria. Let's assume that they elevate 10.5 million out of poverty. Do they supposed to be reading it out? A place where you have approximately, I know they are more than 200 million people, and you elevate out of 200 million, assume though, you alleviate 10.5 million out of poverty. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Farmers, small-scale traders, artisans, market women, and the like. I am very convinced that this 100 million target can be met, and this informed the development of a national poverty reduction with growth strategy. The specific details of this accelerated strategy will be unveiled shortly. In the last 1 year,
Listen,
Nigeria and the whole world faced COVID-19,
correct,
for
man.
which no one was fully prepared.
Correct.
Our response
To
to the
it.
pandemic involved making hard choices in balancing livelihoods
Correct.
and public health concerns.
Mhm.
You are all living witnesses to how successful
You are witnesses. He said, you all witness it. We are not there. You that are there, I hope you are witnessing this thing he's saying. You all witnessed. They are working on your mentality. I understand them. I know many of you will be saying, wow, this government can lie. You look at how they are lying. You will be continuing saying lie. The thing will now bring you down. Your brain will just, do you know that a car, they said their engine have failed brake. Your brain will just fail brake and be just running without stopping. No, you cannot think of anything. You know, they will just damage the way you reason. That's what they're doing. They want to corrupt your way of reasoning. That's what they're doing. They are playing on your mentality. Psychologists will know what I'm saying. You may not understand what they are working on your mentality. Those that are smart will know what they're doing. They want to make you, what they're doing is very, very deadly. In the midst of many people, and they keep silent.
this has been due to a number of proactive measures put in place. Our response to COVID-19 is globally acclaimed.
Correct.
We were able to ensure
That
various lockdown measures did not impact too negatively on the ability of ordinary Nigerians to continue sustaining their livelihoods.
okay.
During the pandemic, we disbursed 5,000 naira to 1 million Nigerians.
They are not gonna answer. Whoa, these people are in trouble. These people are in trouble. They disbursed 5,000 naira to 1 million Nigerians. What of others? Who get what? What to guarantee you to get that money? You're not gonna answer. You're not there for problem. You're not there for a very big problem, very big one. Many of you don't know what you are into. They disbursed 5,000 to how many? To 1 million Nigeria. Maybe in his own maybe his own community. 5,000 to maybe in Katsina. This man. There's a place I want to stop. He said he disbursed 5,000. 1 million Nigeria.
Using a rapid response register and the advanced.
They use rapid response register. Rapid. Okay. That's what they used to disburse the 5,000 each.
We were able to ensure that various lockdown measures did not impact too negatively on the ability of ordinary Nigerians to continue sustaining their livelihoods. During the pandemic.
Can you see how the video is doing like this? Cut and join. Are you seeing it? It will join. Pay attention, you will see it. Let us observe it. Let's observe it first before I continue. Let us observe it. We need to observe it, please. Cut and join. It's called cut and join. Let me zoom it so that you can now observe it very, very clearly. It's cut and join video. Let us see how the thing will zoom. Just pay attention. Just continue looking at the screen. You will see it. Continue. Set your eyes only on this screen. On the screen.
Not impact too negatively on the ability of ordinary Nigerians to continue sustaining their livelihoods.
You see, it happened. It happened on, let me repeat it again. It happened on 1658. 1658. 1658. Let me see if I can bring it again. Look at it. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Of ordinary Nigerians to continue sustaining their livelihood.
Correct.
During the pandemic,
that's happened. Let him continue. Let him continue.
We disbursed 5,000 naira to 1 million Nigerians using a rapid response register.
Correct.
And advanced 20,000 naira to 750,000 beneficiaries
Wow.
of the conditional cash transfer program.
Correct, man.
And provided 1.37 million Nigerians with relatives from COVID.
Ah.
At the same time, the federal government.
He said he share you people palliative. They said they share the palliative. Let's go to palliative. Let's go to palliative. Did you hear him? They disbursed the palliative to the citizen. And this palliative, many of you don't know that is what brought the North out. He thought they came out for NSAS protest. The only time the North agitate is when the food we are exposed, where the palliative food we are stored. This food now, this man said that they shared you people. Look at it here. Pay attention, you see it here. Look at the palliative that is claiming that they share the palliative to many of you. This is how palliative was shared. I don't know whether under this condition, whether it's how they want to share it. Just go there if you succeeded in getting your own. If you end up being stampeded to death because you are searching for food, then all for you. That's how the man said now they share food. It's a palliative.
See what's going on. People just struggling to find what to eat. People struggling to survive. See what the government has turned us into. Just imagine. Tons of bags of food, but yeah, they couldn't share it, man. Selfish, greedy.
Yes, this is the much we can take about that. Let us go back to the Dulad. What you just saw now is people that are struggling for palliative. But what you just hear me now is that the man said they shared you the food accordingly. This is what they recorded. Garba Shehu and Femi Adesina doing a very dirty job. Very, very dirty job. Really. I don't know how to classify it. Let me bring it where he said he share you people food. Let's pay attention to him again, where they share palliative to the citizen. They are really doing a very dirty, careless job. They don't care how the citizen feel because they know that many people know that this is lies, but they don't care.
Of ordinary Nigerians to continue sustaining their livelihood. During the pandemic, we disbursed 5,000 naira to 1 million Nigerians using a rapid response register and advanced 20,000 naira to 750,000 beneficiaries of the conditional cash transfer program and provided 1.37 million Nigerians with relatives from COVID.
COVID. Now they tell you about COVID. COVID. Una there for problem. Una there for problem. Una don't know where una there. The man is lying on top of your poverty. You are still being impoverished, and somebody is still lying to you. Had they been there saying the truth that yes, they are in poverty, but we cannot do anything. There's a little for us to, because we are greedy. The one we have is not enough for us, so we cannot give them. Let them try to see how they can help themselves. It will be so nice, very sincere. But this one, they are telling people that they are blessing people with food and money. You see how they are sharing money. 5,000, 20,000, they share you palliative, and many of you get this, and many of you have been elevated from poverty. 10-point-something million under the administration have been elevated out of poverty. That's what they are preaching to the world. That is what they are preaching to the whole world. But it's very unfortunate, the world know that they are lying. But why the world will not do anything? Because it doesn't concern them. They are not part of you people. It is meant for the citizen to revolt. And that is why IPOB have been struggling for. That is not why those that are agitating for Oduduwa now are clamoring for. That's no any other thing. Just they are crying just for good living. They have seen that they cannot get it under Nigerian country. Nigeria as a country. Under Nigerian dispensation, you cannot get it. That is why they decided to find another means. The only people that are still trying to protect this oneness of united Nigeria, they are called the Fulanis and the Ile Ibinus, mixed blood. They are referred as mixed blood because these are the originality of Ile Ibinu. They have Ile Ibinu in other part of the country, like I said, I've defined in my previous broadcast. But the Ile Ibinu mixed blood, they find themselves in Edo State. These are the people that they group themselves and be championing for the continuation of the existence of one Nigeria. That if you just Nigeria, they don't give a shit about how people are feeling. So this is what your president said. Let me go straight again to see if I can get our leader broadcast. I don't know whether he made mention of this in this particular. Let me see if I can get it. We are in a mess. Somebody's lying on top of your poverty.
Please, they say one thing and they do another.
Yeah, that's how they do.
We'll continue.
That's how they do.
According to a Vanguard report, Zoo newspaper, not Radio Biafra, please. Nigeria's economy, the Zoo economy, is getting worse since Muhammadu Buhari was inaugurated on the 29th of May 2015. He is the man that I will hit the ground running. The doula, he never said, I will hit the ground crawling like a snail. As the pedophile Buhari begins action on his campaign promises, one of the key promises, job creation, appears to have become further worsened as a high-powered report indicates a sharp drop in that major economic front in the second quarter of 2015, covering his first month in office. In Q2 2015, which is the second quarter, they want to be like Americans. Baboons and monkeys in they want to copy America. Q2 2015 in the dirtiest city in the whole world, in Lagos. You're doing Q2 Naira because they saw it on the Dow Jones Industrial average in New York. They're just copying Q2. You know, they watch CNBC. They see all of those, markets like Bloomberg. You know, the market figures, scrolling down the screen, and they love it. You know, these are baboons from Africa. They copy everything they see from a white man. Anyway, in the second quarter of 2015, the total number of jobs created in the economy was just 141,368. When they said they are creating jobs, it means inflated jobs, including police service, police recruitment, immigration. That is the jobs they create. Or maybe the woman flying akara around the street selling agede is part of employment as well. They are going around the streets with their clipboard. If they see a woman selling agede at the street, they put it down as employment. Oh, black people from Africa. Whoever made this thing to us, I don't know. Why are we so stupid? I don't know. Black people, why are we so daft? Common sense, salute. Something you say is common. To a black person, he cannot make sense of it. Very, very sad indeed. Extremely sad, I tell you. The economy is getting worse under Buhari, as we told it would. He is from Fulani, Awasa lands. You tell me where a Fulani person or Awasa is in charge and things are going very well. The answer is nowhere on earth. Also, Mamaga, you were born, but you won't learn. You are black, you're from Africa, you're a baboon, and you're a monkey. The presidency has remodeled the First Lady's office to office of the wife of the president. What is the difference between the two? The answer is nothing. Saying that an official portfolio was yet to be assigned to Aisha, the one that he abused. That was the girl that was raped at the age of 9, pregnated at the age of 13. Aisha. Maybe anyway, she was too small, so I cannot say anything. Buhari promised that there will be a clear difference between the role played by his wife during his tenure and that played by many previous first ladies. All that ostentation, ubiquitousness, and arrogance we have come to expect from the office are over and done with. How about the wristwatch your wife was wearing? Ostentation. You know, some of you don't know English language, I'm sorry to say. He said ostentation, which means the use of luxurious goods and items. Ostentation, to bask in the consumption of expensive items. But how about the wristwatch your wife was wearing? The little girl that you raped at the age of 9. How about the wristwatch that she was wearing? How much was it, Buhari? And who bought it for her? Oh, sorry, you took a loan from a bank to buy it for her. You think you're fooling children, isn't it? Pregnant women, graduates, even those who are disabled, everybody is scrambling to enter the police. There are no jobs, there is hunger, poverty, deprivation, and disease everywhere. Pregnant women, nursing mothers, physically challenged persons, those who are disabled, and university graduates were among 9,000 applicants who on Saturday morning went to UJ Esuene Sports Stadium to complete 1,000 job application placements in the Green State Police scheduled to oversee the state's forests. They are called the Green Police. Is this a forestry police? Maybe when they see a grasshopper, they will say, "Pack well, show me your wings." Oh dear me, this zoological republic, unbelievable. The applicants who came from several government areas of the Southern Central District of the state, comprising Akpabito, Bakassi, Akampa, Blase, Udupani, Calabar Municipality, and Calabar South, were at the stadium as early as 6 a.m. to undertake the physical exercise routine of 6-kilometer walk. Women who are pregnant, I'm sure some of them will suffer miscarriage after that, but they want to be green forest police. That's how they create employment. So when earthworm is moving, they'll say to the earthworm, "Back very well." You know, you did it back well. Show us your light. The zoo. Whoever made the zoo called Nigeria. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Pregnant women to walk for 6 miles. After that miscarriage, she went to look for a job that will pay her 15,000 naira every month. Very sad, isn't it? Early this month, Maximum Career Success International, MCSI, held a free seminar for the unemployed people who are working but unsatisfied with their present jobs and students in the dirtiest city in the world, Lagos. The one-day event, which attracted more than 60 participants, was facilitated by experts in career development in the zoo where there's no light. What type of career are you going to have when there's electricity? Can you build a career with generator? Career development by food. Daft black people from Africa. Former Nigerian militant leaders have begun turning down their millionaire lifestyle over recent weeks amid signs that the large sums of money they were getting before is no longer coming. Under Jonathan, they were getting a lot of money, but no more. Ruled by Jonathan as part of his amnesty program, militant leaders were offered monthly payments to keep their boys from taking up arms. What utter rubbish. You should have built roads, bridges, and infrastructure. But you're a baboon, what do you know? 7 of them were also given multi-million pipeline protection contracts, while the luckiest of them all is government Ekpemupolo, alias Tompolo, who was given coastal surveillance, a contract set to be worth $103 million. Welcome to the life of resource control and militancy. My goodness me. Why Buhari is after Jonathan's men, as if we don't know. A dusted governor and the thief himself, the importer of fresh girls from South Africa, the sponsor of Big Brother, and also the financier of Miss University, from where he uses a wife regularly. Adams Oshomole over the weekend declared that it was not wrong for the doulad of Daura and pedophile Muhammadu Buhari to beam his anti-corruption searchlight on men and women in the immediate persecution of former President Goodluck Jonathan. He shows that the cries of selectiveness of the Buhari's fight against corruption was uncalled for, as Jonathan's men were fully in charge of managing the zoo economy that has been claimed to witness many corrupt practices, including yours. Where is the money meant for Edo State from excess crude account? Oshomole, where is it? 6 reasons why Lagos is the craziest city in the world, the dirtiest and the craziest. Not me writing it, but even Yoruba writers as well. They have seen sense, they have listened, they have reasoned, they have come to the same conclusion as us that that very place called Lagos is a no man's land where the truth away refuge, the dirtiest place on earth. The immediate past governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amaechi, had
that is the much we can take for it for now, but we are going back to that maybe at the end of the this section, because in the next 30 minutes I will bring in this program to the end. But I just want us to pay attention to a man called I think Ozekome from Igodomigodo land, so to say. The man asked a question about what we are applying for. We are clamoring for referendum, so to say. Oduduwa agitators, Biafran agitators. We are not just asking Biafra direct. Oduduwa are not asking Oduduwa direct. We are asking for what is called referendum. Just an opportunity that will give the inhabitant of the particular area to decide, are we together in this union made by white people? Are we comfortable to say, yes, we want to be part of this concussion made by foreigners, those that are alien to our lands? That is what we are asking. So that many of you are confused and asking, we are saying Biafra, Biafra, is it by force? No. We are not pursuing, we are not forcing anybody. We are not even asking, we want Biafra direct. No. We want to give people opportunity to say, are we comfortable with this Nigeria? And the country know that nobody will be proud. Even the day you mix blood. Call them now in a secret corner. They will tell you, no, we don't want to be Nigeria. But just that we hate these Biafrans, the way they are progressing, and we are not progressing. Look at Oduduwa. Many of them are brilliant. They studied, become bankers, become, professors. And they will come in our land, they're taking up our jobs. While our Oba is impoverishing our people and not allowing them to go to school. They don't want to look into even our universities. Like Eboma. Eboma, the highest thing Eboma have achieved in their lifetime is being the most dangerous university in the whole Nigeria. Why? Because they kill their own innocent students. That's all. They have not any other. I know that I don't know. Do they breathe? Call them one-on-one. Now, what is going on in Nigeria? Do you like them? No, we don't like it too. But if you come out and say it outside now, these Biafran people will be laughing at us. So it's better let us be praising that Buhari is doing well. Let us clamor for one Nigeria. In fact, let us not talk anything about referendum or restructuring. Let us be talking about Constitution 1999 Constitution. Let us be talking about it and hammering the can that is causing war. They have no other reason. Same to other people. I tell you, and that is why Nigerians don't want to pay attention to that word, especially those in government. But do you know how to know a black man? You know how to know a very, very wicked set of these species we call black men. You know how to know them. Those people that are in power now, you see those people that are in power, when they go out of power, they will start speaking your mind. That is how you know an African leader. If they force themselves after maybe struggling to become like Obasanjo, to become, after first tenor, second tenor, he want to go again to third one, and people say no. Now the people, if you see the way he's speaking, now you think that he have the interest of Nigeria at heart. That is the same to so many of them. When they go out of power, you will see them speaking nice. You say, oh, this man is good. You never knew that he's a part of the system. And why are they progressing? Why are they deceiving many of you? Because we are daft. When somebody come out and speak a very sweet word, you embrace the person so much. This is a nice man. Oh no, this is how somebody is supposed to speak. Now I have been saying it about Gowon. Nobody wants to talk about Gowon now. Immediately Gowon just died. Now you see people who rose up. This man committed genocide. We want to see him to court. He's dead already. He's alive now. You don't want to talk about genocide committed. But immediately the man just put head, say Gowon is dead. You will see many people will be filing application on how he committed genocide. That is how to know a pure black mentality. They don't confront evil. When the evil is looking at them, that is when the evil have consumed so many people. Then you see them speaking out. TB Joshua, when he was alive, all these people yapping now. Did you see them talking? But the man is dead now. Then you see prophecies coming out for, I was with him. When I was with him, he sent me to this place. I came back, he was brainwashing us. You were not speaking before. Let me take you to the man. I think I saw it here. I saw it as a really. So you are now bold. They are now bold to speak because the man is dead. The same way it is to some of the politicians. They will not speak until the man is, when somebody didn't see the person, you see them speaking. I don't know whether I still have it here. I don't know. Let me see if I still have it here. Let me see. Yes, I have it. I have it.
I'm a free man.
They have started speaking.
When I joined the synagogue church,
look at the idiot. They think I know many of you will pay attention praising him. The man speak or he speak. Oh, look at it here. Now they are speaking.
I thought I have met a savior, but unfortunately for me, I didn't know I have started my journey into hell. I joined the evangelical class. My performances there took me to Ghana in the 1997 crusade. When I came back from Ghana crusade, the reports TB Joshua got about me and my performances there brought me closer to him. And I was advised to join the disciple by his agents. When I joined the disciples, I was surprised at what I made there. It was a concentration camp, but there is no power, no force as strong as brainwash. I was gradually brainwashed into living without eating meat, without eating fish. I was gradually introduced into humiliating people. I was gradually introduced, well, in fact, imagine such instances like a lady is being accused of committing fornication, which were all lies, and the lady was brought out before all the disciples, naked, and pepper was grinded and mixed with water and inserted into her vagina. She almost went mad.
TB Joshua would engage all known mind control techniques.
Make get out from here. Very useless set of black evil men. You think now we should clap for you. You are speaking up because the man is dead. That is how many of you are lied against Ojukwu. When Ojukwu was alive, all this nonsense you've been there, nobody's talking about the Biafran war. The man is dead, and people started speaking. It's Ojukwu that caused it. Because the time he was alive, when you talk something and globally, he will come out and expose more. Many of you don't want to speak. Immediately he died. Go on, remember to grant a seminar on a Biafran soil. Very pathetic and humiliating. He went to Ojukwu University, with the one they call Ojukwu, whether it's Ojukwu State University or whatever, Ibariam, whatever they call it. He came to the university, named after Ojukwu, to come and preach the message of genocide and telling the people of Ojukwu that Ojukwu that caused the war. That is why I said we adapt. Nobody is holding us. We are just holding ourselves. Our stupidity is what is holding us from not being free. You think it's anybody? Never you blame innocent white people. They see that many of you are daft, and I say, what do they do? They help you to perish more. We love how to speak. Very nice. Look at the man talking. Many of you will be saying, wow, he's bold. When TB Joshua was alive, where were he? All this revelation coming out now from different angles. Very, very timid people, coward people. Coward. You want us to praise you because you are speaking about synagogue. Let us just what I want to do. Let's go to Ozokome. I saw the man say, wow. He tried. He talked about the referendum. I think before Ozokome will speak, let me show you how. Let me show you pure definition of Nigeria. Nigeria is a theater of jokes. Theater of jokes. What you are going to see here now, or rather you are seeing it already. No, this is pure definition of Nigeria. I know many of you have seen when this thing happen. They are jokers.
Spend this money you said here on oath that you are preparing to pay students who are on scholarship. Are you aware that
see Nigeria? I hope you are watching Nigeria now. What you are watching is a pure definition of Nigerian, politicians. Let the man now. I know many of you have seen it long time ago, but look at how they behave.
To make from 31st May till date.
Movie industry, what many of you call content. Clown. This is an industry where clown art movie.
Are not.
Excuse me. This country. And up to today, who knows? Maybe the case has been cancelled. Nigeria did not their citizens, and the citizens are very daft. That is why they play with them. They don't care. Go to the Facebook pages and all the social media. You see comedy. Everywhere is comedy. They are not even making comedy about the country they are doing. At least maybe say you're a comedian. Use the situation of the country to be making comedy. At least it's acceptable. But what they are using to make comedy is different thing altogether that has no relation to their suffering. They are interested in who likes share. I got a more share today. Okay, I'm doing good. That is how to know them. Let us see also comment. What the man is preaching. Let's hear him. He's one of He's found them in. He's an economic man because I know Ile Ibinu cannot behave like this. No, it's not possible now. I mean, Ile Ibinu is speaking in this way. Let us listen to also comment. He said, I don't know why Nigerian government is afraid of referendum. I don't know why they are afraid of that word, referendum. They are very afraid of it. They don't want to do it because they know that it is the end game for many of them. This is the man.
This behemoth, this elephantine, this very unwieldy unitary federation, which passes for a federal system of government. How do we go about it? That has always been the question. And I have never underrated the role of the National Assembly. But the National Assembly, on the other hand, does not seem to understand what it ought to do. I took on frontally the Deputy Senate President, Senator Omo Agege, on this issue, penultimate Friday at the International Conference Center, where I explained on a blow-by-blow account how to bring what you call about a people's constitution after a referendum. These are words that these people are afraid of.
Very, very
I don't know why they are afraid of referendum or people's constitution.
And let me tell you why they are afraid. They are afraid because they know that the people are tired of that word, Nigeria. Even though you've been mixed blood. They are tired. But because they are afraid to speak up, that's the difference between them and us. They are tired. I can swear with my life. Call any lady mixed blood in a tight corner, one-on-one, inside the bedroom, where nobody is seeing your discussion. Just maybe you are not a Biafran, you are not just a neutral person. Call them and ask them, this Nigeria now, how are you seeing it? They will tell you, now we don't tire. We are not even understanding what is happening there. Can't you see how they are killing people here and there? Job, no job. They don't provide any job, no electricity, no constant running water, because they have people there now. There are people who will be still telling them that there are problems there. They are kidnapping here and there. Women in the farm are being slaughtered. I tell you, many people are tired. But the difference between them and those that are agitating for the separation of their own country is called courage. They were so courageous, so determined, they were so brave to say what is in their mind out in the open. And I'm not talking about people at home. I'm talking about people in Western world. Because you may tell me, my brother, those that are speaking at home, they are looking for them, they are pursuing them. What of you that is in Western world and still supporting the existence of Nigeria? But you are not living there. But you condemn about Nigeria in secret. And many of you cannot even go there and walk freely. A place you call your home. You know that is not something to write home about. You prefer to enjoy the dividends of democracy here. You enjoy whatever that the system give out in the place you are living. You have constant electricity. You have constant running water supply. You have free medical care. You have access to road. Nobody security is 100%, there for you. But yet, you come out in the open, you attack those that are agitating for the betterment of what we call Nigeria. Let me not go into maybe say Biafra or Oduduwa. For those that are condemning the evil, have you seen any either Ibinimi's blood or a Fulani man sit on the chair and be condemning government? Have you? No, it's a question, it's a challenge. I don't want to condemn, I don't want to, spread false information is a question that I'm putting on. Have you ever seen Ile Ibini mixed blood that is subservient to Oba, that is a slave to Oba of Benin? I mean, and Fulanis that are enjoying and those that are not enjoying, because there's a two set of things in these people that are condemning those that are agitating to be free. Many of them are suffering. I say 80% of those that are promoting the existence of Nigeria, they are in perpetual poverty. But the difference between them and those that are agitating, both those that are agitating and them that are condemning those that are agitating, all of them are suffering. But what can you use to differentiate them? It is called sincerity, uprightness, to be a philanthropist, to be a hater of injustice, to be a human being. Human being. Not everybody that walks are human. People are moron. People are just stark moron moving around the street. You think they are human beings. Just touch them and engage them in a conversation. You begin to see the pure raw animalistic state of a black man. Nobody that will see what is going on in Nigeria and said, yes, it's, let us give it a chance. Things will normalize. The man is telling you people, what are they that are afraid of that word referendum? But it's by force. Like the end speech of this one president. Everybody is one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Anybody that is enjoying, benefiting, you have every right. You said Nigeria is working for you. I cannot condemn you. But because of that, your wickedness in you, that when you are enjoying and your neighbor are in suffering, that no problem. I allow it for you. It is your own lifestyle. Your wicked lifestyle of seeing other people perish. But at least I give you exception. You know why? Because you are benefiting something. You are at least you are eating. And allow other people to impoverish. I agree and understand your plight of saying there's one Nigeria. I clap for you. But what of those that are in perpetual, poverty? Those that are frustrated, those that benefit nothing, I say nothing. Then what is your own reason of protecting the existence of Nigeria? It's a question. Let me allow the man to continue. Referendum, people are afraid. And the worse in the situation, that same Ile Ibini mixed blood. They will still come and tell you, we are the only people that use referendum to get our Midwest. During the time now, the only time we have a democracy and referendum is we. They allow us, we decided in Midwest. They were so proud that they use Midwest to get their own, referendum to get their own Midwest, which I know is nonsense. But they don't want other people to follow the same process. That is to tell you the wickedness in them. I know many of them are suffering more than us. I tell you, many of the Ile Ibini mixed blood, they are in more perpetual slavery. Their life is nothing to write home about. But because they are not reasonable, that's why you see them still supporting. Because that the thing baffled them. Are they the only one that have been marginalized? What are they agitating for Oduduwa nation? Don't they have Lagos is there for them? They have Osibanjo is there with his family. At least if Osibanjo is enjoying with his family, that means the whole Yoruba are enjoying. The same way with which are these people agitating for Biafra? Chris Ngige, are they not into office? All these what is his name? Is he not in Senate House? So what is their problem, sir? We don't even have somebody like them. At least they have these people, and they are still complaining. They never understand what it means to be a philanthropist. The fact that my brother is there in the office does not mean that it's good for me. I am not agitating for my own self. We are talking about general well-being of humanity. That is what we are fighting for. We are not fighting for, let alone fighting or maybe speaking up. It is not we that are supposed to be speaking. I think it's as I'm talking to you now, there's enough food waiting for me if I finish this program. And that same way, this food is waiting for me, will continue waiting for me. I don't know till God knows when. Everything we need as a human is here. Fruit, oh, is it fruits? I know many of you, before you can even eat apple, it will take you like maybe say, even if at all many of you have tested apple, you can only see where they are being hawked on the street. They will tell you one apple is like maybe 500, who knows? Here is like nothing. Sometimes if it will spoil, they will pour it away. All this egg, I know many of us, before you can even buy egg in the market to use it to cook or fry, it takes years. Here is nothing. So normally it's not us that's supposed to be talking, but because we are philanthropists, that word philanthropist, we have seen what is going on. That is why we said no. Our people, anytime we see something good is here, the thing will hit our brain. Hey, what of those at home? You know, when you see things moving, it's like, oh, look at this thing, how they're doing it. Oh, but what of where I come from? That is how to know human being. That it is. But others don't care. Ah, it's good, it's good. Hey, it's good, I love it. You go carry a children, you go to the park, you pray, but you don't care about your own fellow citizens that are impoverishing there. You say, no, they let them continue praying, it will be better. No, Buhari meant good for everybody. Don't mind them the kind. You want to create problem. You want to cement problem and be in Britain, enjoying with his family. That is the message they preach to many of you. And some stupid ones will buy into the idea. I know majority of them they know what they're doing. So let me allow this our brother to speak. He's making a point. Check very well. Now this man is not from. He's not subservient to Oba. Check very well. You will see that the man has nothing to do with Oba. I don't know him. I mean, I don't know all his lifestyle. I only know that he's a lawyer. But check very well. He's not anybody that speaks like this has nothing to do with Oba. I swear. He's speaking the way it is. Let me allow him to roll so that he's talking about a referendum. He's talking about a referendum.
The people's constitution after a referendum. These are words that these people are afraid of. I don't know why they are afraid of referendum or people's constitution. It was done in Eritrea, in Bangladesh, in Iran, in Iraq, in Egypt, in Kenya, in South Africa, in Singapore, in Morocco. These people, even with a government in power, were able to start a new document called the People's Constitution, which was subjected to the people in a referendum.
It's okay, my brother. I love what you said. You say it the way it's supposed to be. But behold, the citizens are daft. Do you know what this government came into power with? You know, restructuring. We will restructure the country. That's what it can't you didn't you remember? In Nigeria, we will have to restructure. The way Nigeria is going is not good. We must restructure it. Wow, we say wow, they are coming to restructure. To prove to you again that the Nigerian citizens are daft and they are the reason why people are impoverished. The next one, these people that are coming to 2023 now that want to come, they will still use restructuring. Because second Niger bridge is for the people of Biafra. That one is the word to deceive them. Then the one of globally for the whole nation is restructuring. Restructuring for the so-called South, restructuring for the entire zoo. Second Niger bridge for the so-called Southeast. Ogoni cleanup is for the so-called South. That's how they do. That's how the word is standby. Everybody, if you are now remember, you want to contest, use the restructuring to hold the animals in bondage. The whole Nigeria, they don't carry ear to hear the structure. Just say the structure, they will vote for you. Okay, you want to in Southeast, tell them that you are going to build second Niger bridge. And then also tell them about Ogoni cleanup. That where human beings are living are not normal, we must clean it. The oil reserve must be cleaned. The youth of so-called Niger Delta will be engaged. NDDC, they bring us NDDC again. NDDC, Niger, whether Niger Delta Development Commission or whatever, NDDC. They will build Maritime University. You are building Maritime University. Those that have graduated, where are they working? What is their position? Since you started that, your ExxonMobil, Texaco, F, all those white people working there. What is the position of their own? If it is a content that want to grow, that's how they do here. If they see that they want to grow, you know what they will do? They will make sure they can even train their own citizens abroad. Then they bring them back home and put them under these white people. They will be learning what these people are doing. there will be a time say, okay, on your chat, white man, I think you've tried for us. Your services have been welcomed, but at this point in time, we want our people, the indigenous people, to take over the hands of affair of this oil production. By that time, they have acquired the knowledge. Everything is practical. They will be under them learning, but they're not interested in oil block. Now give me my own share. White man, you know our youth are daft. The country doesn't give a shit. They just want to preach to them that all will be good. And thank God our religious leaders are there. They are doing enough job for us. They are preaching them in the church that let them keep on praying. That everything come with time. You know, fasting, praying. You are going to hear the same fasting and praying now. You are going to hear it. That's what they used to hold us in bondage. And the young man that is crying, all this de facto government, have you heard from them? If I tell you now that Asare has been settled, you may think I'm joking. They have been settled. They pump him with a lot of money. Say, nah, forget this, you are de facto. What are you de facting? It's okay. Okay, so I will keep quiet. What is that? Somebody that made president of a government for how many months now? No. They don't speak. The other one you call UCMF is accusing the leader of indigenous people that he's doing nothing. He don't want peace. Let me show you what he was doing when the mantle of leadership was given to him. For many of you that are hearing the jargons he's talking now, let's hear him. Let me see if I can bring it. Let's hear the baboon. Let me see if I can hear his voice. I hope you see this. He converted the radio station given to him as a worship center.
As part of the prayer and fasting session that we have been participating in, it is going to last for 21 days, and we have gone into this is the third day now, if I'm not mistaken, where we are continuing, and there is no retreating, there is no surrendering. While we are moving, while we are praying, we must not also forget that prayer without good work is dead. And if we pray from morning till night,
I love that,
and we don't do anything,
correct,
God is not going to be moved. God can only be moved when we pray and act. That's it.
But when you are a leader is not acting, you are telling him that he's causing war. That is the hypocrisy of a black man I don't understand. You are the one saying it now. We have to pray and fast and also put it at work, which I agree with him. What is the work now? Where is the work? Yes, they are praying, like you said, that they should put it at work. Then what do you mean by work?
It's the secret of how God works.
Correct.
We will read Psalm 35 and, of course, Psalm 91. First of all, we will go with Psalm 91. We ask God to come and take charge and control.
Wait, let me bring Psalm 91. The freedom fighter. The freedom fighter, Israel are using their own rockets as their own verses. We are reading our own in with the Bible, with something concorded by some people. Let us follow him and read it. He says Psalm 21 or Psalm 31. Bible. You don't know when you don't ask those that you are with whether they are into this. You see, this religious fanatic. Many of you don't know what these people have caused to us. 482, Psalm 21. and then the mantle of leadership. I bring Psalm 21, which I'm for.
For he who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty.
Wait. You see what is in my own? No, this Bible has so many verses.
We will say of the Lord, he picture and control. For he who dwells in the 35 and God works. We will read Psalm 35 and
35, sorry. Psalm 35. A prayer for help. Freedom fighting. Which freedom fighters have ever seen coming out on radio and be praying and reading Psalms? Can you not see where this man is having a problem with Nnamdi Kanu? Can you people see it? because the man started implementing that work. He said we need to do, pray, and also put it also at work. Then now he's now going around with his the one you call George Enibe, telling people that Nnamdi Kanu is causing war in our place. But they're the one that are talking about we have to put it in at work. You defend yourself. I'm running so well. I'm running so. Let him read.
And of course, Psalm 91. Well, first of all, we will go with Psalm 91. We ask God to come and take charge and control. Okay, for he who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty.
Now this guy you're talking about, if you talk 35, I bring 35. You jump to 91. Stay one place. Stay one place. Even Bible, I don't know how to do it. You talk 35. Somebody open 35. You jump to 91 again. God our protector. Psalm 91.
Almighty. We will say of the Lord, he is our refuge and our fortress, our God in whom we trust.
Okay.
Surely he will save us from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover us with his feathers, and under his wings we will find refuge. His faithfulness will be our shield and rampart. We will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday.
Freedom fighters.
1,000 may fall at our side, 10,000 at our right hands, but it will not come near us. We will only observe with our eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If we make the Most High our dwelling.
Wait, I'm seeing somebody commenting, say breaking news. Ex-President Donald Trump with anger exposed all the secrets about coronavirus. This one that answers us is like you are really, if you post this thing again, I'll block you. I've been seeing this thing for the past how many months now? All this exposed. Now, I know they're tired. What is he going to expose in coronavirus again? If we all kind of want, are we contributing anything? Normally we don't supposed to exist as human beings because we are contributing nothing to the world. We are paying attention to the Psalm and how to get Biafra. That's what the idiot is reading. Tomorrow he'll be blaming Nnamdi Kanu for not doing it right. Anyway, they gave you leadership, gave you studio, gave you microphone, gave you everything. He's been held somewhere. Use it to do something. Bible. Till he came out. Then he now start telling people, because he's no more reading all this Bible again that you have been enjoying as a representative, so to say, a leader of a representative, because he's no more there and he was in prison. So you are the leader. A leader. If you're not granting quotation every blessed day. And people are just listening to it. Psalm 35.
If Biafrans make the Most High their dwelling, even the Lord who is our refuge, then no harm will befall us, no disaster will come near our tent.
When the disaster has disaster come to us now or not? Have you seen that this prayer is jargon? No enemy, nothing will happen to us, no disaster will come to us. Can you see what the military are doing in our place? The last way they went, I think, is it in a half year, destroying people from killing people. Is it not a disaster? See how does this thing you read now collide with what is going on now? That's such a thing will not happen to us. When I tell you, I say, when I say we they preach against you in gospel.
For he will command his angels concerning us to guard all in our ways, to guard us all in our ways. They will lift us up in their hands so that we will not strike our feet against stones. We will tread upon the lion and the cobra. We will trample the great lion and the serpent, because we love him, says the Lord. A net for us without cause, and without cause dogged.
This prayer lasted for almost 20 minutes. After this one, I read another one, Psalm. All Google Psalm, people be the new one. Now radio station. I don't have time now to wait 20 minutes now, waiting to read Psalm. No.
Ruthless witnesses come forward. They question us on things we know nothing about. They repay us evil for good and liberate us when we were unaware.
Okay.
They slandered us without ceasing, like the ungodly demonstriously land.
I've been fast forwarding it too. This one now is from the time you started listening. I have fast forwarded it to almost 20 minutes. How can you quote Bible?
The Nigerian government, the Nigerian murderous agents, devised false accusations against the Biafran people. They massacred them, they slaughtered them.
Uchemefo is telling us in 2000 and when was this program made? Let me be correct. 2000 and is it 2016 or so? No. Let me try to be correct before. Yes, 2016. We are now in 2021. He's talking about massacre as of then. So they are still the one coming now and telling people that it's not the kind that is causing why we are being massacred. He's the one saying it here. I know no problem.
They hound them like animals.
Yes, that's how they do us.
And they continue to detain and torture them in secret cells across the Nigerian state.
Our people. Torture. The same thing they're doing now.
They do not speak peaceably, yes, but devise false accusations against us who live quietly in the land. They give at us and say, aha, with our own eyes we have seen it. Oh Lord, you have seen this, be not silent. Do not be far from us, O Lord. Awake and rise to our defense, contend for us, our God and Lord. Vindicate us in your righteousness, O Lord, our God. Do not let them gloat over us. Do not let them think, aha, just what we wanted, or say we have swallowed them up. May all who gloat over our distress be put to shame and confusion. May all who exalt themselves over us be clothed with shame.
Bible. I thought that I passed this Bible again. I don't know that I see talking about Bible. 25 minutes. 25 minutes speech is Bible reading. They would have converted this thing to Bible studies now. Let us know that we are coming to listen to Bible study. Freedom fighters. Where are they? Did they say they are Biafrans? And so they want to use Bible to get their freedom. They will be laughing in their office. Are they doing anything on ground to defend themselves? The white man said, no. Then how do they want to? They say, no, they say they want to use Bible, read quotation, and then pray and fast. And use math to say, put it in action. But they're not putting anything in action. So now leave them, now they are perfect slaves. Leave them. They're not a problem. Let us concentrate on them. The Fulanis. They are slaughtering people in the open. So let us pay attention to them. You can develop their area, promise them a lot so that they can calm down. That's how the people will concentrate. That's why they are building a lot of things in their place. Go to the north, you see, forget that they are killing you here and there. They are more developed than us. You don't know.
Having, of course, called down the glory of God upon our lives, we are good to go and we remain fearless before our enemies. We remain ever resolute. We remain ever committed to this cause. We are asking the Nigerian security agencies across Biafra land, where they have laid siege, to understand that the International Criminal Court is aware of the circumstances, the situation.
Our brother that died for no reason, may I so rest in peace. If this guy have come now, queue up and be defending ourselves, I will not question him. It's a price paid. Many people that have listened to this guy particular advice and die like a fowl, may I so rest in peace. It's very unfortunate. He said the world is watching. Let us see what he's telling them.
That the Biafran people are in at the moment. We urge you to take notice that the International Criminal Court is aware of Buhari's activities against the people of Biafra. And on this premise and on this knowledge alone, we ask the Biafran people to march relentlessly on the streets of Biafra land tomorrow. Without fear or favor. All we are asking you is to arm yourself.
Arm yourself. Do you hear now? Let us see what he said. Arm yourself with. I know if you hear arm now, you say, wow, maybe, you know, let us hear him. Arm yourself with. Idiot. You should arm yourself. Let us see what he said that you used to arm yourself.
Without fear or favor, all we are asking you is to arm yourself with your mobile phones, with your cameras, and with every available tools you need to take pictures and videos that you will send to us, because we are building a library of evidence against Nigerian government.
They are building library. Immediately you die, and then we enter the library. If police slaughter you where you are videoing them, your name will enter in library. This guy is playing with the life of people. What of those now? The family that their people have died now go to him now asking, where is that library? Where do you build the library? Those pictures now, those people made, where is it in the library? Arm yourself with phone. I was thinking arm yourself with AK-47. I don't know that the phone now can be used arm to qualify. Arm yourself with the phone and camera. Arm yourself with the phone, with the camera. After all these things, he deceived a lot of people, and they were nowhere to be found. Then they did, you see, those that said leave Niger Delta, they are not serious. Where do we qualify this man now? After telling people what to do that lead to their untimely death, you came after and be working against them and telling them that to defend those that may fall in the future, to die and defend those that have died, to give them honor. You now accuse those that are doing that as the one that are causing violence. How do you qualify people like this? You send people to arm themselves with camera, arm themselves with a phone. Then when they now arm themselves with that thing you told them, they die on it. Then maybe say in the long run, they say, no, Onyishi, this camera and phone you say we should arm ourselves with is not working. There's something they are using that is more superior than our own. We are using camera to snap them, but when they shoot us with what is called gun that has bullet, it will now end our life eternally. Why not let us use that thing they are using to defend ourselves, so that when they kill us, we kill them? You say, no, don't try it, you are causing violence. That is what Uche is doing now. That's what the guy is doing. So we will not say, okay, because of Uche is from Anambra, therefore Anambra people don't supposed to be in this struggle. All the terrible.
Government. We repeat once again that the International Criminal Court is aware of Buhari's activities of the against the Biafran people. And so we urge Biafrans not to be afraid. At all. Because we know what we are doing.
Don't know anything.
In a very short while, we will, of course, let you know what all these things are.
What is it now?
The words I am speaking this evening are effective. They are precise.
Get out from here, idiot. Get out from my face. Get out. Get out, you're a fool. This is how they deceive a lot of us. I know you were asking me. I have to be open. So don't just say, no, Metisra, why are you talking like this now? I know you were asking me, is it only Jemefon that said it? Our leader said it, that we should make sure that we go out on the street without fear and confront our enemy. I know you will say it. But the difference that I have said here, he tried another way. He tried to move peaceful, armless, just demonstrate without just only placard. He himself. Imagine now they can't say the same thing this guy is saying now, so that you can understand from the angle that I'm coming from. But then he never knew that Nigerian government doesn't respect human being. We thought that with the flag and placard, the world is putting the notice that they will not shoot you. Maybe say tear gas. They are killing with live bullets. And the whole Nigeria wouldn't have believed it if there's nothing like NSAS protest, which is another good thing for us. Those that are believers of Nigeria also witness it. A lot of people were massacred in that NSAS protest. It is not how far, it is how well. It is matters. It is who ended the race. Yes, he told us to go out there and protest. And now he realized that, no, they are killing us, so he not change strategy. That is how to know a sensible person. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is doing now. He changed the strategy of what? Stay indoors. Don't do demonstration again. Stay indoors, defend yourself. That's all. And now, the same person that two of them have been in this race said, no, why are you telling them to now defend themselves with what those other people are using? Don't you know that it is not good? Allow them to be killed now so that we will build library. We are building library. We will show international community. Look at the dead body. That library, very soon people will question him. He must show us where he built that library. And they let us see the album. And then we now tell us those names of those international communities that are taking notice. This criminal justice, you say they are aware. We will go and meet them. You are building library. Oh, they're very terrible. Let me end it with one particular place. He says something about this criminal.
And they are delivered to the target.
Yeah.
Do not be afraid, dear friends, because I repeat, the world is watching, and more importantly, the International Criminal Court is watching Buhari and his murderous Nigerian security agents against the Biafran people.
Okay.
Do not ask me any question.
Not ask.
Just like Obidio Bene will always say,
correct.
Whatever you are told, go ahead and do it.
He have called his father. He has called his father in crime. Obidio Bene. That is how he ended the program. Don't forget. Don't ask me anything. Don't even ask me. Don't ask me why do I tell you should use camera. Don't ask me why I say you should arm yourself with phone instead of gun like those that are using their own gun to kill us. Because of the law of Obidio Bene. Obidio Bene made a law. Like Faraday's law of electrolysis. Like Newton's law, Isaac Newton's. Like Archimedes' principle. Like Charles Darwin. The one from Obidio Bene said, that is how I used to end his jargon, nonsense things. Now we are brand here. And I know, no, my brother, I'm gonna end this program because very, very terrible, very terrible. The only thing we need to do is to know how to hold those accountable. But I urge you, Biafrans, I need to clap for you, Biafrans. In the face of this injustice, in the face of this hard time, I have never seen. If there are 100 people that are in this struggle, assuming it is only one person maybe questioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at this critical position. 99% are still with him. If it is 100% that have been with us when these people have never started killing us, I mean recently, maybe say it's only 1% that are questioning for us to stop or maybe abolish ESN or say let them stop. It's only 1%. 99% that said we are with you. It's not easy. It has never happened in our lifetime before. I don't want to repeat one broadcast of Ide Ibino. I don't want to come here to make him popular. But I just tell you, let me borrow his quotation. Many of you must have listened, will agree with me. The guy said, from Ide Ibino, that is why I told you people, the more we unite, the more enmity will cause outsiders to be. The more in disarray they will be. Just only our unity is causing problems somewhere. I didn't say fight other people. I said just our unity. They were using Nnamdi Kanu, Ide Ibino mixed blood in their program. They said, you just see this ordinary small Nnamdi Kanu give order. Many of you that hear this will believe what I'm saying. I'm not coming here to, I don't want to mention his name. I don't want to give him popularity because I know many of you want to, let me go and look at this guy that is talking this thing. He said, ordinary small Nnamdi Kanu gave order and everybody obeyed. And many of you are now asking our Omogi, our Oba, If Oba say something, many of you will not do it. And many of you are now, every time you're on program, fighting each other. Can't you see Small Nnamdi Kanu give order? That's how they put him, Small Nnamdi Kanu. Just to believe. We don't care whether it's a tiny or small. At least that word obey is there. And because we started, you know what has happened in the life of Biafrans? Obeying one command, instruction of somebody that is not a politician. He's not a policeman. He's not a military personnel or whatever. He's not say a boxer or a wrestler. He's not in any way find himself as a lawyer, that handle case in Nigeria. I mean, he's just normal citizen like me and you. That is the thing that are driving people crazy. And to worsen the situation, he is not in Biafra land. He is outside Biafra land to give order. And people will obey the order. Not only people, institutions obey the order, including banks, marketplaces. Forget that other people are telling me these people, they don't obey. The government were not threatening people with that order. If you go, you don't come out, we will seal your shop. If you go travel, many of the governors, why you see Southeast is mostly obey their own, nobody threatened them. I hear that Willie are now also, obey that order by using flour to acknowledge. I hear so to so many other governors. Many governors in the south, in the so-called South, they threaten their citizens. If you don't open your shop, it will be sealed. Somebody's shop, my own private shop, I decided to stay at home. You seal it. It's not say it has to do with maybe say employer as a government worker. My own private shop, self-employed. I open my shop. You are threatening me only in Africa. That if I didn't open my shop, you seal it. It's not a government parastatal. I say, okay, you didn't come to work today to open office where people will be coming in. It has nothing to do with government. All these marketers that have their own shop, many of them we are threatening. I hear that even in Edo State, they observe that sit at home. The team match them. The team destroy their bread. That is why we keep on praying, wishing, hoping that all of us will just only be united, just to be their brothers and learn how to speak out without fear, without being afraid of any bagger. They were enjoying our stupidity for years. This year you've been on the field, and they have been enjoying our stupidity for years. They love it when we are fighting each other, especially during those days they have Senate president. Igbo man, this one we say from Ivan and when I'm to Chubo Kadibo, from Chubo Kadibo, they are just dragging each other. They were laughing, they were clapping. Look at them, we love it. Okay, that's why they use that. They always use that in this scenario. They use it to also preach in the public. Look at Igbos now, they hate themselves. Can't you see Chubo Kadibo? Before you know it now, they have Ivan and when for Ivan and when they love it to use it to give instances. Can't you see on the chairman now? Anambra will not marry Imo. Imo will not marry Enugu. Enugu will not marry Ebonyi. Is that how they want to get their Biafra? They love it. And that's why we're telling you people, let us come together to unite ourselves. Unity alone will destroy enemies. They always use, it is called voice of deceit and poverty. They always, capture the place to, confuse the gullible ones. Just like when it comes to freedom, they'll tell you, what are South Sudan? Look at South Sudan. They just go, they are free now. Go and look at the way they are cleaning themselves. You want to get their Biafra. Biafra now will become like South Sudan. An average Igbo mixed blood, an average African, an average Fulanese. They always use South Sudan. They will not talk about Czech Republic. They will not talk about when they were together with Slovakia. They were called Czechoslovakia. They will not talk about the Yugoslavia that have disintegrated. They will not talk about USSR that disintegrated. I was in Ukraine. People are, if you go to just type it now, say one of the poorest country in Europe. That was the time it was Ukraine. I don't know whether they are still the poorest. I was there. I swear. If one of the African countries can be half of other place East now, I tell you, will be the best in Africa. I was there, and I don't know whether I still have the video. I was there in Ukraine. God of mercy. if you see high-rise building, if you see structures, if you see environment, I say, really, is that what they're saying is the poorest? They have underground, they have train station, they have buses applying on the road, they have trains everywhere. Their roads are completely tarred. And that place, you know, they are closer to Russia. You know, they have snow so much that ice, you know, can even cause harm. But still, they are waxing. They are trying. They are trying, even though many of them are still, you know, their level of livelihood is not the same with us. The level they are now, they are complaining. But if an African, after all, Nigerians are in Ukraine. Many of you are studying there. Many of you are going there for their educational, they pursue their educational career in Ukraine. Why not in Nigeria? But we classify them as one of the poorest in Europe. Their worst is our best. Their worst. In fact, their worst is more than our best. Let me put it in that way. We are in a mess. There can never be any revolution in Nigeria, generally. Maybe allowing Nigerians to come together to project for a revolution. If you want to know that it's not be possible, go and ask white people how they made it together. You think they are foolish? You think white people are foolish? You don't know what they saw to bond you people together, and you want to just pull out like that. It's not possible. For Nigeria to come together and say they want to embark on a revolution, it is not possible. It will be better. In fact, it will be easier for Abubakar Shekau to become the president of the whole world. I don't know, you know, just pay attention. Let me come in a point you understand it. It will be very, very easier for, who will I mention? Let me leave Abubakar Shekau alone. It will be very, very easier for this one you call Sheikh Gumi. Very easy for him to go to America, contest for election and win it. Imagine Sheikh Gumi travel to America, enter Democrat. From there, he contests and win the president of America. Okay, easy than for a Nigerian to come together to go for a revolution. It can never be possible. If you want to understand this better, go and call white people that created you. They know how they've merged you people together. People of different ideology, different value system, the way they see things is different. People that this thing you are drinking now, maybe say, no, they see it as a different color. People that don't know that this thing is called telephone, they can call it television. The way they see things is different. And you want these people to come together under one condition to tell them what you are fighting for. It is not possible. It's not possible. The best possible way now is what is coming. Biafran, mind your own business in your own territory. Do your own revolution in your own territory. Or do your own in your own territory. I know you people are comfortable with your poverty situation because you were subdued not to know the value of freedom. As soon as you were born, you become, Alamajiri, automatic. What they call Rankade, the value system. Where one man will be there and be above every other person. Their job is every morning they go to the house and beg with a plate and they give them food. The same thing that is happening in the Ibinu system of government. Oba is above the law. Everybody can now pay allegiance to the God. The way they refer Oba is God. Our second God have never spoken. Our second God. The God, our kingdom. Baba Helusa. Or Oba Tobeo. God, my God, Tobeo. They can fall on the ground and be rolling on the ground until even they fall inside ocean where they are greeting Oba. It means these people can come together and say, let us organize a revolution. No, it's not possible. Let me see if I can see this. Let me allow our leader to roll while I find something. I want to show you something very, very important. Yes, our brother say, Amobi said, yes, my brother, Ukraine, they are doing a very, I was there. God of mercy. I don't know whether I still have the video. I was there. I went for a visit. Oh, goodness me. I said, oh, this is Ukraine. People are, why are these people talking that Ukraine is bad, So, I don't know. We have never seen something like that where I come from. Let me see if I can be able to see it here. I made a video of their city. Very nice, very nice. A high-rise building. Wow. You know, no. Even the airport. We are that time. Oh no. If you see the way they treat those, look at it. I think I have it. Yes. This is it. I don't know whether it's coming out clearly. This is one of their city. I was look at city here. This is their city. I know you may not be seeing it very well. This is their city. Bridges here and there. Bridges here and there. I don't know what I will post it. You know, anywhere I go, something that is good to see, to watch. This is Ukraine. This is Ukraine. Very nice, very nice. I know you may not see it clearly, but it's okay. It's okay. So what we are saying is that Africa are doomed. We are doomed. My brother said I should show them the video. Okay, let me see if I can place it on them. I think yes, and I love it. I made a post and I speak so that before they will say it's a propaganda. Those that are living there, I don't know whether it's necessary for me to post it because those that are living there can testify. It's not joke. Our brothers are there. Many of our brothers are there. Let me log in so that let me allow our leader to roll while I bring it. Let me allow our leader to speak. The man that is telling you people what you're supposed to do.
These are Hausa people. That is what they specialize in blackmail, in torture. This man is a dictator, but some of you cannot see it until it is too late. He is arresting somebody and putting them in detention. How about other places where the results are in dispute? Are you jailing their resident electoral commissioner? The answer is no. They want you watch by all means. Hausa Fulani want to come in and buy up all the little businesses that has to do with oil. So they will be the ones to employ you in your own land. That is what Wike represents. Wike said no to that. Maybe tomorrow he will change. But as long as he remains strong and resolute, we are going to prevail. We are going to prevail. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. Buhari, don't allow DSS violate rights of women according to the placards that some of the women were carrying, protesting. I trust our women. They always come out to protest. How about the men? They are looking for resource control. They are looking for oil and gas pipeline contract. Very, very sad indeed. That is what is happening. And on top of that, they are bringing cattle to your highway. When they deviate, they go into the farms and they decimate all your crops. If you talk, they will dagger you or they will shoot you dead with AK-47 assault rifle. Who gave it to them? I do not know. The State House of Assembly has passed a resolution calling on the Commissioner of Environment, Princess Chinwe Webili, to ensure that cattle rearers steer clear of expressway to minimize hazards to road users. House of Assembly correspondent, where is this happening? Is this Anambra? I believe it is. I do not know the name. I know journalism in the zoo. They went to school for 4 years, but for 3 years they were on strike. So you have to excuse them. House of Assembly correspondent Chukwuemeka Modilem reports that the resolution followed is Anambra State, of course. A motion sponsored by the Deputy Speaker and a member representing Awka South 2 constituency, Chief Harford Oseke, during yesterday's plenary session in Awka. The lawmaker explained that the essence of the motion is to ensure that the cattle rearers who constitute a nuisance in the expressways stay off roads in order to minimize accidents there. In their contribution, the majority leader, Mr. Victor Okoye, the member representing Onisha North 1 constituency, Mr. Chubo Esenwo, and Mrs. Vivian Okadibo, representing OU constituency, decried the accidents caused on the expressway by cattle rearers and urged the commissioner to find a way to take them off the road for the safety of road users. Please, do you think Buhari will agree? The answer is no. They are Hausa people, they are your lords and they are your masters. They are free to take their cattle wherever it pleases them. There is nothing you can do about it. We must continue. We need to continue. This is Radio. Even Akpabio, Buhari, it always happens. That is why they think that we are not serious. That is why they think that we are joking, because eventually our people, those that you have hopes on, they always end up letting you down. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct, and allow us to please proceed by presenting the very last news summary this evening before we open our lines. Because as I said earlier, I want to take as much of your calls as possible. I don't think we did that this very morning. We are going to do it this very evening. List of Comptroller General of the Zoo Immigration Service since 1962. My goodness me. What they are trying to say here is that Awusa is predominantly at the helm of affairs of every department. That is not news to us. That we have always known from time immemorial. That is why this very evening, as always, the only thing for us to do as Biafrans is to get away from the damnation from the Zoological Republic, to be on our own, to develop it, to build our schools, our own bridges, our roads ourselves, and to make sure that we are regarded as civilized beings. Otherwise, we are mere monkeys and baboons inhabiting the damnation created by the British. That concludes our news summary. Before that, our news headline this very evening. You are now at liberty to please call Radio Biafra. You are now at liberty to call Radio Biafra. Our lines are now opened up.
Okay, this is our leader. I'm gonna bring it what I have for you, but let me see. I think the video is loading. It's loading. Before I go, this is what our people are good at, and that is why we are just urging them to just wake up. You know, they only just wake up is what we are begging. We are begging many of you to wake up. This is what happened yesterday. Those that are say they are doing a June 12 protest or whatever, this is what happened yesterday, and I don't know whether they will learn a lesson from it. I don't know, and I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think they will learn it. This is Africa. They never learn. Tomorrow you see people carrying placards. This is what happened to them yesterday. Let me see if I can bring it to you before I have to come to the end of this program. This is what happened yesterday. But they will not. They will still, tomorrow they will still go out again to protest. And they will still kill them. You know? This is it. They are shooting us. This is it. They are shooting us already. They are shooting us. We've not done anything. They are surrounding us. They are surrounding us. This is how they cry and wail. You know, they wail and wail and wail, and they don't know the day nothing will happen. That is why there will not be a revolution under Nigerian youth. Rather, you have to expect revolution in your own region. And that is what we are resolved to do this time around. But we need to do it simultaneously from different places. But behold, others are not doing anything. The day are not doing anything, rather they are just only causing those that are doing it. To the end of this program, those are asking me what you are going to watch here now. This is in Ukraine. This is the buildings in Ukraine. I don't think it's something, but I just for the sake of those that said they want to see it. This is Ukraine. One of the people that will be telling you that place. No, all your brethren are there. Forget them telling you that it's poor, it's poor. It is 100 times better than the place you call Giant of Africa. What you are seeing is Ukraine. This is Ukraine. This is Ukraine. Can you see structures, upon structures? Working. People are using it. Offices here and there. All these things you see here employs people. When you started seeing this thing where you come from, it is not for fancy. Not like the one in Owerri. They call it one-year glass house. It's there for fancy. It's dilapidated. Nobody's doing anything inside it. All these things you are seeing here is a sign of development. It's offices where people are working. It's not residential build. People work in the offices. And where we apply is a bridge. No, they don't make noise. I don't want to show you, say, Germany or Switzerland. I'm telling you, Ukraine.
Then I should come and put lantern. You cannot, no. You cannot use this to compare Africa, no.
At all, at all.
You said Ukraine is the poorest country in Europe. Look at what they have. They have infrastructure.
Organized. It's okay. It's okay. I have to leave it here. It's okay. And you can never hear noise. Maybe say ojot, and I shout noise everywhere. We're in a bondage. We're in a bondage. Many of you are in bondage. I have a very good speech of our brother, but I want to urge our brother that speaks very good. There's difference between speaking and putting it in action. I don't know about Fela's son. I don't know whether he's in line with what is happening in their place. I don't know whether he has any interest on the Oduduwa Nation. I'm watching to see his stance. He speaks good. Yes, that's one thing to speak and another thing to act on what you. People can speak. Everybody can speak good. You can pretend and speak nice. But the action, you cannot pretend. Action you are putting is what you cannot pretend. And that is what we expect from our so-called celebrities. Like I said when I was starting, that's one celebrity they call AY. Is the most daft celebrity I've seen online since this current period of coronavirus. The guy is so daft that if you see what he posts, sometimes I begin to search, is it him that's doing this? And behold, it's him. Because sometimes I saw his videos. Behold, the guy is so daft. The one he called AY. Share your picture now. Let us see the best picture you have in your phone. Let us compare. And people will be sending their pictures for them to see. And he's doing it for him to select the one that is so funny to use it in his own post. Can we see the funny picture in your phone? Post it here. Let us compare. That's what the guy is doing. Rashford have had a problem with his girlfriend. He posts. God forbid, Martin. God forbid. I tell you, we're in trouble. And like I was asking about let me show you the guy I was asking. Many of you know him. I know him as a very good guy. I know him. He speaks very well. At least I've been in his show 2 times because at least the message he do pass when you travel to Western world. I love it. And I know they always go for them because of the family where he come from. It's a very popular family. Let us pay attention to the guy. Let us pay attention to what he says. He speaks good, but the question we are asking, I don't know his stance. Oduduwa, I don't know his stance. I cannot say, but I'm telling you, I don't know his stance. Let us just, many of you have seen it before. The guy makes sense. He makes a lot of sense. But action speaks louder than words. Let me hear him. I think there's a particular place that is so nice to listen to. That is a problem we have. We speak good and I don't know in acting.
People in the Senate are still stealing. They are sitting on billions. You are still stealing. Tell me why we're finding $47 million in empty apartments in the country where they say there's no money to build hospital. Honorary Andrew Yakubu, honorary GM of NNPC, had $9 million cash in his house. In that community, there are no good schools. In his community where they found that money, there's no school there. Let's go there. Let's go and look at the kind of school that is there for the poor. Let's go now. But you are talking about list of, what the fuck? What is 77 people? I don't even know them. The problem with us as motherland people is that we do not think as motherland people. We think first as Europeans, then we think as Nigerians before we think as Africans. And by the time we start thinking as Africans, it's too late. People don't understand what Nigeria is. The identity that they give you, that Nigeria. The fact that they renamed us is an oppressive act. I'm Yoruba, but the only way I can see the world is as a Nigerian. Meaning that as a Yoruba, I am barred from seeing the world. My true identity is not allowed to see the world. I must carry my Nigerian passport, bear my Nigerian identity as a sanctioned savage. This savage has been civilized from Yoruba to Nigeria. Now we are going to see the world. Be who you are, speak your English. Ha 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 ha. We are living in an open air concentration camp. This country was created by the British to take away our labor and our resources.
All these things this guy is saying now, haven't you heard it from Radio Biafra under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? This is the difference between them and we that are agitating is our own. We are putting it into action. Everything this guy said now, 100% correct. 100% correct. But the difference between us and them exception of Oduduwa agitators and the Biafran agitators, we are putting our own into practice. They are doing their own only by speaking. But I know that they easily go for him. But at least he have seen an umbrella where he can join and give a voice. The same thing I'm appealing to Showe that doing a Buhari must go. Somebody that have been governing you for that have 8 years to govern, and the person have finished 6 years, going to the 7th year. You are still shouting must go. Where is he going to? So if you go now, what happened? You now that the shouting go, you become the president. That is the problem I have with we that are agitating for freedom. We don't know, and that guy is he's confused, and that is the people, and that is the guy that Ibinu mixed blood are hoping on, because they know that the guy is doing nothing inside them. They know that he's going nowhere. With that is a revolution now protest. Join your people. Your people. Sunday will come out. You have been there for years. You have been there shouting revolution now, revolution now. You just only look at the back. You see like 2 or 3 people following you. And somebody came out and shout, Oduduwa Republic now. Oduduwa Republic now. And you see millions of people following him. Can't you just see something is wrong somewhere? I've been shouting revolution now, revolution now. Nobody wants to follow me. And I'm shouting revolution under the umbrella of Nigeria. Because the revolution I'm shouting for Nigeria to be good, so that people can come on again and have a president that govern with that name Nigeria. But nobody is following me. It's only Ile Ibinu mixed blood that are carrying banner and they're hiding under the umbrella of they are inside a compound, inside a residential area with the banner. If you like, I show you. I've been showing it here time with that number. Shouting revolution now, revolution now. They are not even on the street. Inside a compound where human beings are living. Then somebody came, his name is Sunday Igbo, and came out and said Oduduwa Nation. And crowd are following him. Even the traditional rulers are supporting him. Indirectly, most of their politicians are in support. Why not give them support? My own support. I have a media called Sahara Reporters. Look, even if I don't want to be coming out, let me report it to be countering those that are using it, those that are using their other media to counter them. Those are like channel television that are, carrying false allegation on these agitators. Let me use my own platform and be neutral, but and be saying the truth. If you are afraid of something that might happen to you, as so that the world, the Nigerian as a whole know you because you contested for so-called presidency, which even the most daft person in the world will know that you are not going to emerge for anything. Even in your own local government, you cannot even secure anything. Nowhere. It's only Ile few that voted for you. And you bend your head to be still shouting revolution now. Buhari must go. Now. Something is wrong. So I'm urging this guy again to give Oduduwa people a voice. Give them voice. Or you don't want to be free? You talk every time Nigeria is created by white man. Then what are you doing about that? Nothing. You hear him say Nigeria was created by British. Then what are you doing about that? You want to be like Ile Ibino that want to harbor that same name, and they want to convert it to Niger Delta. What is the difference between Niger Delta and Nigeria? What is the meaning of Niger Delta, if I should ask? Is it indigenous to that place? Answer another name. I have no problem. You may tell me, I'm not forcing you to become a Biafran. I can never. But don't bring the same narrative we are clamoring to go out of, to bring in the name of Niger Delta Republic. If you go somewhere, ask you, where are you from? I'm from Niger Delta. You are telling maybe somebody from say America ask you, where are you from? You say, I am from Niger Delta Republic. Niger Delta Republic. Let us hear the guy. He's making sense, like I said.
To exploit us. That's what Nigeria was created for. And that's what Nigeria is doing till today. Exploiting our labor in the cities and stealing our resources in the rural areas.
Yes, you are correct.
So they head us into all these cities. You can see it now. Look at Lagos, all these few cities by the, they push us, all of us, by the millions, away from where the money is, all the gold, all the oil. They come and build all these things in all these places that has nothing. We all rush here, living under the bridge, living on top of water, living in slums. It's true, thinking that we are going to make it. Then we are staying here, we'll do it, struggle from our 20s till you are 50, you have no strength to struggle again, you go back to the village.
That's what I do, yes.
By the time you are back there to see what is happening, really happening, you are too old to fight. And you are too poor to talk.
Should we use one phrase? Open here concentration camp. Can you imagine? Now,
But that's the fact. You know what concentration camp is?
I understand.
Even the guy that is making is laughing. A journalist is laughing. These people, I don't know where they come from. They are not serious people. He's busy, you know, because he's laughing. I don't know where we come from. I don't want to carry see anybody doing Black Lives Matter. Anybody that do Black Lives Matter in Europe is my hardened enemy. The more I see them, I get annoyed more. Black Lives Matter in Europe, where you have enough reason to do Black Lives Matter where you come from, but you will not. You now jump in Europe, you do Black Lives Matter. Check this Ile Ibini mixed blood. Many of them are in Black Lives Matter. Anytime they are doing demonstration, go there, you see them. That is where they want to muscle their power. Black Lives Matter. But they are the one killing their own people at home. Using all about to be collecting people's land and beheading innocent souls. But they will come travel abroad and be doing Black Lives Matter. And look at he's laughing. We call it open constitutional camp. And he's laughing. The journalist. Asking a serious question. Serious matter. We are a bunch of jokers.
Can you imagine? Now,
but that's the fact. But concentration camp is.
I understand, though.
Yes, but tell me how Lagos Nigeria is not an open air concentration camp. They don't put fence, yes, so you don't see the fence. The fences are psychological, it's mental. The bars are mental, but it's there. You see Nigerians drowning in the sea, escaping?
No, they are not.
It is not migration, it's escaping.
Even
when you are willing to drown in the ocean to go somewhere, yeah, that's escape.
You are talking about Ile Ibini mixed blood. A lot of them, even though they are not, they cannot compare their population with the Biafrans, with those agitating. But many of them drown. The percentage of the Ile Ibini that drown into Mediterranean Sea, they are more compared to. I mean, when you talk about the ratio of the percentage that drown inside the Mediterranean Sea, they are more in number. The guy is preaching pure gospel.
It's no longer migration. Let them not be lying to us. That's why they have their news to be using some words. The migration. Who is migrating? People are escaping. You say migrate. Migrate where? This escaping. There's a difference. And people don't escape from country. You escape from prison, from concentration camp, from oppressive situations. Nigerians are escaping. If you think I'm lying, if they say it's a lie, that this country is not a prison, the West should open their borders for 48 hours to Africans.
It's not very easy now.
If the West want to say that this Africa that they created is viable, now what I'm saying now is a lie. They should, are they not our mother countries? They are the mother country. They used to be called the metropolis when we were colonies. Abi? Open the metropolis to the colonies. Oh yeah, now for 48 hours and see what will happen. See what will happen. I'll be the only one living in Ikeja. I'm sure of it.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Even before you close your eyes are open, even the cripple that use crutches will become, even they will run more than those that are walking when they hear that I open a door to travel to maybe say Europe, for example. But at their condition, they'll be shouting one Nigeria. Our integrity. We must make sure that we, protect our Nigeria. God, the one that maddened is that they will say God. Even the Christians, God have brought us together. How?
By the end of the project, when I'll come out of my street, now only me go there here.
Yeah, your dog.
You're my dog. And she go no go leave me. She go no go leave me go Yankee or anywhere. Lie.
So there was something you also said at the beginning that is also of interest, that they have really conditioned people not to think about how to change it, but to be the best in that situation.
Yes, because
and it reminds me of,
you see,
religion, for instance.
Not even religion is
part of the method they are giving to us to say, oh, you can make the best of this.
But you see, even religion is also just an arm of their class.
Correct.
All pastors are elites. They are elitists. They are part of the elite class. You see, their job, really, as I said, that's the difference. We, the oppressed people, our job is to end oppression. Our real job is to end oppression. But you see, the fake activists, the sellouts, the oppressors, what they want, the influencers, the capitalists, what they want is a perfection of oppression. So that is what they call reform. When the people, when they draw like this, people will shout, yeah. Sheba. Not, don't stop it, oh. But yeah, lose this side, small, tie this side, tie this. But to perfect oppression. But there's no way anybody can perfect oppression. The perfection of oppression cannot happen. They don't have the formula. So they are trying. That's why they have all the influencers. Everybody, you watch TV. There's a new black billionaire every day. Hey, this black person invented this.
Okay. That is all that we can take about that. This is our brother. He spoke very well. And that is why we are urging everybody to put all this speaking. Let us put it in writing. And at the same time, in practice. So that the world will never forget our effort. And at this point in time, I'm going to bring this program to the end. But before I do that, it's better and also at the same time to give you a message. The message that comes from the voice of a man that made both Oduduwa, both Biafra, both whoever that is agitating what they're agitating. A man that made it to be possible. And that is why I always start by this. I think I don't want it to be a little bit more. As a message, yes. I think this one will be better to use this one. This is how many minutes? Just few minutes will be okay. Few minutes will be okay. This one is 6 minutes. Okay, 6 minutes, yes. 6 minutes is okay. 6 minutes.
To help from Britain. 18.3 billion pension scam. That is where they come to the fore. It's issue. Stealing. The issue is there for you. Look at all the money being stolen. If anybody calculates all the money being stolen, you can build 1,000 second Niger bridges. That will be 1,000 Niger bridges. But ordinary bridge, these are the people from where the oil and gas comes from. We have coal, we have bauxite, we have gold, we have marble, white and black, we have granite, we have everything. Ordinary bridge, they can't build. Okay, then allow us, IPOB, we can build the bridge if we want to. Allow us to build the bridge. No, they won't allow us to build it. To repair our land, they say no.
No.
So we should remain outside, be in exile, just be there. Once you work, you send money home, your mother will take it and go to an Hausa Lamajiri to change it for her. So Hausa is waiting for you now. You come back, you must change your money. I'm not going to change the money. You change it now. Hausa will look at you now. Shall I say, bro banker? Hausa. And you are in one Nigeria. I am a Nigeria. Get away from my face. 18.3 billion pension scam. Judge fixes November 4th for hearing. Stealing everywhere. What is a pension? When we say pension scam, people don't know. Pension is the money you put aside from your own salary. So when you retire, you still see something to be living on. But I want it now. They have stolen everything stolen. The pension money has been stolen. It has been stolen. Traders cry for help as fraud ravages our area. When we told them to join IPOB, they are talking about I told them the brain of buying and selling is the worst brain anybody can have. Some of them are there and they're sensible. The majority of those that do, that is why when they buying and selling, some of them buying and selling is why who they are wrong is in their blood. You can never cure them. Today is flood not carrying you from there. So what do you think IPOB is all about? Is to stop flood from coming into our area in the first place. Is to make your lives better. So instead of you having 1 2x2 shop in area, you can actually open a shop in a big mall somewhere and be able to raise enough money to train your kids. You get up in the morning, you don't have to think about it, you just get into your car, you train or bus, you go to work. Open your shade. sell and come back. This one you're going with a flying boat to get to your shop. If for the China, the next day, Biafra. Some of them shouldn't be alive, honestly. So foolish. This is Radio Biafra Live and direct traders are crying. This is only the morning. It's only the morning. We must continue to spread this very gospel in truth and every honesty without fear. In Jerusalem, I will preach your gospel without fear or favor. Without they have not given. You have not been born. If you're holding my life, the truth I will speak. I was, can I say I was born into Anglican? I was baptized in Anglican church. Our people going to Anglican church is the worst thing that can happen to us. It shows everybody that we are foolish. Because the same English people are today working with Quran. They were the ones that killed us. The same person you are going to his church was the man that killed you. Unilag students protest over bed bugs, mosquitoes, and infested hostels, and they will come out as graduates with Alakampa, change, mosquito, and water, and batucha, cockroaches everywhere. And these are graduates. I was telling the white woman from South Africa that I have traveled around the whole world. I have traveled around the world by traveling westwards. I didn't come back. I left London and I returned to London traveling in only one direction, westerly direction, to prove to you that the world is indeed round. It's amazing how the world is like a magnet. It's just incredible. And in everywhere I have been to around the world, where black people are living is always the dirtiest. Think about it. Everywhere, including Peckham in London, everywhere around the world, wherever there is a high concentration of black people, that place is always the dirtiest part of that city. Can we think, please? Why is that the case? That is how human beings reason. Why is the first question. Then, how are we going to stop it? Why and how? Those are the two. Any country that has those two things, why and how, you have no problem in life. Why did this thing happen? How are we going to solve it? These are the even government. That is how Biafran government will run. Why did this happen? Why is it that our area is flooded? How are we going to stop it? And not just stop it, but stop it from reoccurring in the future. You have every answer in life to every problem. Why and how do we solve it? It's Radio Biafra. As I told you, this is the finest university in the world. We don't need to advertise it. If you miss Radio Biafra broadcast, you have lost so much. You have lost so much because here the truth is spoken. Now we're back on one. You don't need to look at it with a mirror. It's something you're wearing on your wrist. You're looking for a mirror. No, you look at it. It's there. We must continue to preach this very gospel in truth and in every honesty. And now the news in
this is our leader with his piece of advice. And at the end of the day, many that grab the message. And the message gave birth to so many people. The message is continue giving birth to people more and more. And I believe one day, but I don't know when. But Biafrans in general have waken up. We are begging other tribes to wake up. Even the so-called TV people and those from Benue, even though they were also instrumented with Nigerian government in those days. They were the instrument used to fight many of us. But now is their turn. But we are still telling them to wake up, to face reality. And at this point in time, I have to wind down. I have to go for some other things. And I am urging you to still continue doing the good job you are doing. But always remember that the house is on fire. Always remember that our people has been, on subjugation since 1966 till date. I know way beyond that, but I'm start saying when the pogrom started. Like I said the last time, I think somebody was asking me, what did I mean by anti-Igbo pogrom? And I think I remember it. I think even though I'm coming to the end of this program, let me see if I can see it. Anti-Igbo program. This is something that is there. I know this thing that you see in Wikipedia, the number is multiplied by 10. What, you know, when Wikipedia put a number, and I don't think it's like that, it's more. I think I have to read it before I go. I have to read it. For those that are crying, they are cleaning, it's not today. It's just that you are not aware of what is going on in your environment. Look at what you are seeing now. It is called, let me zoom it very well so that you can see it very clearly. This is called 1966 Anti-Igbo Pogrom. Let's read a little bit. This is saying the 1966 Anti-Igbo Pogrom was a series of massacres committed against Igbo people and other people of the southern Nigeria origin. I just want you to see that it's not, even though they try to classify us as Igbo, but they're still telling you that the other people killed that are from the southerners, those that are claiming they are not Igbo, they are not Biafra, they are talking about you. If you know that you are from the so-called South now, you look at it also, you are being killed. They said the 1966, I think I should be highlighting it so that you know where I am. The 1966 Anti-Igbo Pogrom was a series of massacres committed against Igbo people. And at the same time, other people of southern Nigerian origin living in the north Nigeria, starting in May 1966 and reached to a peak after 29th of September 1966. This is in a, just from May. How many months different? May, June, July, August, September. Under 4 months, between 8,000 and 30,000 Igbos and Easterners has been estimated to have been killed. Under 4 months. Between 8 and 30,000. It's more than this. More than this, we are massacred. I am reading this thing out for those that are telling us, hey, Nnamdi Kanu, we've never had it like this before. Look at what Nnamdi Kanu is causing in our place. This thing I'm reading is 1966. When did Nnamdi Kanu started his agitation? I don't know whether the man has started this agitation in 1966 that caused this massacre. Now let's read. Let's continue reading. Let's start from here. A further 1 million Igbos fled. You know, they don't want to fight back. They fled because they are Christians. They fled the northern region into the east. In response to the killings, some northerners were massacred in Port Harcourt. Goodness me. I didn't see some northerners were massacred in Aba. I didn't see we are massacred in Imo State. I didn't hear was massacred in Enugu or Ebonyi. Or maybe, you know, the place they are saying is Igbo. Igbo is the Biafra. They said the response killing some northerners were massacred in Port Harcourt, of which we know that many of the things we are reading here are jargons. But that is trying to tell you that they are still the same people because of the people killed in the north. That the attack, the response happened also in Port Harcourt and other eastern cities. These events leads to the secession of the eastern Nigerian region and the declaration of Republic of Biafra, which ultimately led to the what? Nigerian Civil War. Let us leave it here. Brethren. Let us leave it here. Okay, let us go to the summary. The summary of the whole thing is that location is northern Nigeria. See the northern Nigeria. See their flag. As of then. Hi. Oh, we are daft. We are daft, man. There's so many signs to tell us that we are slaves. British, may God bless you people. May God keep on rewarding you in your own way. You never deleted this map from Northern region. You left it there to tell them that there was the time your map is like our own before we started bringing it into green, white, green. They leave it here. And location is Northern Nigeria. Date 1966. Target Igbos and other Easterners. I don't know. Attack type pogrom is called pogrom. Look at it here. Pogrom is a violent riot aimed at massacre or expulsion of an ethnic or religious group, particularly one aimed at the Jewish. You know, they give references. Death 8,000 to 30,000. Under 4 months, 30,000 were massacred. Injured, unspecified numbers, unspecified. Perpetrators, Nigerian army. You see, they say the perpetrators are Nigerian army and Muslim mobs. The people that caused the killing, they are Nigerian army and Muslim mobs. I'm in Nigeria. We the south of Nigeria, Republic of Oil, drinking water. This is what we encounter, and I have to leave it here. As I'm leaving it here, I'm saying we are daft, including me. We are very. If you see men on the street, go to the street of Europe, you see the so-called Biafrans. I know why I put them. If you see heights, see giants, but their heart is like a heart of a cotton wool. They have no heart. Don't look at the height of people. Don't look at the size of people. They have no heart. Many of them just slap them, they will start shedding tears. It is here, it's inside here. They don't do it by size. You know who's Ajus here? You know his size. You know Ajus here now. You know Ajus here, the one that died recently. The Biafran, the hardened one. Biafran arm. They say anytime the man step in, people will go on their own. So forget about height, size. It's a deceit. Sight is a picture. It's a picture. When we are in school, they call it a signboard. You know, those that understand will understand. We call it signboard. That's something that is so tiny, we use it to push signboard down. That's what we will learn when we are in school, to make it tough in heart. That man, you see, even the Bible try to tell you, but many of you don't understand it. You take the history or the story of David. I know many of it didn't happen. It didn't happen. It's a story. Just to tell you that some tiny person can push down something that is big. I call it signboard. A Goliath, you know, giant. They say David used catapult to bring it down. I know you be it happened. No, it's a story told for you to be sung, for you to not be derailed upon your, you know, what I call your predicaments, or for you to confront what is, you know, as your challenges. See your challenges. Don't see it as the size. You see it as determination in you that you will pull it down, and it will happen. That is why the stories are there. But many of you take it as a, you know, something that happened, and you don't want to pay attention to the teachings you get from it. Tortoise is a very crafty animal. He have, you know, he deceives lion. He's riding bicycle, riding motorcycle. He hide his own children and let other people bring their own to slaughter. We have came up, we saw tortoise saw us. Me and you know, before tortoise can move 1 meter from here, it will take him days. Tortoise, that is so smart. We are told they know where they use, they know where they, if they would have used snare, they know where they use those slow animals to teach us a lesson. That no matter how slow they are, they have sense. This is how the world they want to teach us, but we don't grab the message. So, and that is how I have to tell you that no matter where you are, no matter how predicament might be, don't see yourself as nobody. You are somebody. Your impact can be experienced in life. Your impact is very important as you are living. And that is why we have to draw this, that is where we have to draw this today's program. And I'm signing out from the beautiful city, a land that is landlocked, a land that is doing well in economy, a land that have no oil. They don't have oil, but they have free education from nursery school to master's level. They don't have Niger Delta Republic here, where oil flow, but they have their social system, have it in a way that they are paying those that have no job. They pay them. They also pay their citizens from 0 age to 18 years. Every month they are paying them. They are not giving a story. Oh, please, I think your mother is working and your mother is receiving salary. Please, we are not going to pay you this month. You know, they pay them. They don't talk story. Their money comes as expected. The same thing with their pensioners. They don't owe them. Me, let me be telling you so that I use myself as an example. I am an example. I don't know if I can bring it here. I don't know whether if I can read it very fast. I am an example. They send me a scholarship. They paid me. I spent 7 months where I was doing scholarship. They paid me to I finish my scholarship. They paid me, pay my house rent, pay my feeding, and I also giving me what I call tips, a kind of a pocket money to be buying things. As a student now, even though we are paying for your house rent, we are paying for your school fees, we take care of your textbook, but we're supposed to be giving you something because you are a human being that can go out and say, oh, I love this bread. I want to eat bread. Oh, this ice cream is hot. The weather is hot. I need to look ice cream. These are the things they see and call it pocket money as a human being. That's what they do here. And they are paying those that lost their job. They call it unemployment fees. They give them money and also searching job for them. Those that are living here with 85, in general, they don't have oil. In general, they are not landlocked. In general, they don't have coal. In general, they don't have churches from junction to junction. They don't have pastors here. They don't have a gospel ministry here. Say, Sister Chinyere sing a music. Let us be selling his album. They don't preach from junction to junction. You cannot wake up in the morning, somebody be knocking at your door that we are Jehovah Witness. We want to force you to accept Jesus as a personal savior. They don't drag any building. They don't go to, in fact, the advertisement more of here is pornography in the world. If you go to their advert, hardly you will see church program, but they are doing well. So in summary, we are in a mess. Prostitution is legal here. It helps people who cannot open up to approach women so that it will not result to rape, to go comfortably because they are being paid. Use that your money to go and pay prostitute. You can enjoy yourself the way you want. It's not a problem for them. And I didn't see anything bad in it. It's not good when you start going to rape people out of their own will. So they made it open so that those that wanted to become it, to go. You have beautiful girls that are doing prostitution here. Beautiful, I said. They take care of them. They go to medical checkup. I know you will tell me as a religious fanatic, you say, why am I talking this thing? It's bullshit. Am I supporting prostitution? Yes, I'm supporting it. It's a good thing. It's a very nice thing. It's something that people out of their willingness want to do. It didn't force them. This world is a free place that many people allow them to do what they want to do. It's not their problem. They're not doing it with their own body. It's their own. They are using it to do, and they are not happy with it. They legalize it. Is their culture. But when it comes to our own culture, we can legalize our own. Whatever we want to legalize, we can legalize it. But in our own culture, it's not approved. But we have another way that we can approve things that can help us. Here is legalized. And they take care of themselves. Medical checkups. Remember that there's free medical care here. Sometimes I go, if I stay and I say, now, I want to go and check myself. Nothing is happening. No. I just go and lie down. Doctor will check me, say, okay, everything is okay. I'm not paying anything. It is, I pay as I'm working. It's part of the insurance. I had an accident here. Not that an accident. I destroyed this machine. Many people know this ticket. When you are going to supermarket, you are driving in the garage. There's a ticket you can use to slot in and go in. I destroyed it. It cost 17,500 oil. You know who take care of it? Insurance. I don't know. They say that's okay. Insurance have to contact the company. They sort out with it. I went to the court last time. They were just telling me it has been settled. That's all. They just only want to document how it happened. They know they started because I was matching brake of the car and the car refused to stop. I keep on matching the brake. It refused to stop. I don't know what they are studying. They are studying what could have caused this problem in this car. They started asking the buyer of the building, the year of the car, the make, the speed I was using to run when it happened. They are documented, to prevent the future occurrence. And they still go to the mechanic that did that car. How did you, build it? How did you treat this car when I brought it to you for you to look into it, for you to give me a roadworthiness to travel? This is what makes this country go. It's not easy to build a nation. It's not easy. Before you can build up a nation, you will get people that have it in their hearts. People that have what I call passion. Passion. If you don't have passion to build up a nation, it's a lie. Nothing you can do. Like people I showed you, they have a passion to store the country dry. They have a passion to subjugate the innocent soul. That is why you can see a minister of education. He's a minister of education, but the children are studying abroad. Do you know the hypocrisy in that? You are the Minister of Education. You are in charge of the educational system in Nigeria. In other words, you were employed to just build a very, viable educational system where people can appreciate and go to school. But your own children are studying abroad. I don't blame you, but the citizen cannot occur to them. But you are a Minister of Education and your children are not studying here. No, they will use it as a joke. Just like the RFI, use somebody open a door of a security that went to the RFI car and open it. It become a comedy in Nigeria. You open door, another person will open. You open door, it become a comedy, and that one has gone. The same way they printed a T-shirt of a cow, a monkey swallow money. They printed a T-shirt. It become a story. Just like that. The same way when the man was speaking jargons about this NDDC man that said, "My God, the top." The man that is an NDDC chairman or whatever, and you don't know the website. They use it as a joke. Anywhere you go, you see Oga at the top in the T-shirt. My God at the top. You are my Oga at the top. The citizens are the problem. It's a high time we leave the politicians alone. It's a high time we leave the president alone. He's not the problem. It's a high time we start blaming innocent British, very nice people. Their politicians are so nice. I love their politicians. I love them. They are so dear to my heart. The British politicians, so to say. You know what they do? They steal from you, they better from their own citizens. How much, if you are their citizen, won't you love them? Parents are to fight, to train their children. Is it not? That's what they're doing. They get from those that are so careless. And now they reach their own. And you are crying, hey, it will not be well with you. That prayer you're praying will bounce on you back. It shall be well with them. Because they want to better the life of their own citizens. What of your own? Are you doing anything about it? No. And now the can is your problem. I leave you here. I leave you. I remain blessed. I leave you here with our brother Celestine Oko, who said about gossipers. Let them gossiping about Nnamdi Kanu. How is the problem? Let people continue gossiping. But I know one day your eye will open. By that time, it will be too late. I leave you here and I remain your humble servant. Methuselah one name.